Another trip around the sun. Thank you so much for starting your 2024 with the Antler Sports Network for another presentation of East Texas High School basketball presented by Pelshake Kia. Today's game, we're in Deep East Texas for a Shelby County grudge match. It's the Shelbyville Dragons taking on the Tenaha Tigers and a high school hoops doubleheader. We're here at the beautiful Special Events Center. Very new facility, just 1 week after hosting what is an always electric Tenaha Holiday Hoops tournament. And now, one team that represented their school well in these Tenaha Lady Tigers looking to open the 2A Region 3 District 23 regular season with a 1-0 start. These Tigers led by head coach Laura Holmes, overall record of 21-5, district record of 3-0. 3 previous outings, as we mentioned earlier, a 3-1 second place showing in their hosting tournament. Games before that back on the 18th of December, 2 back-to-back dominant wins on the 18th and 19th respectively. An 84-26 win on the road at Maypearl, and the very next day a 73-16 domination on the road at Gary. Their opponents tonight, the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. Not too far of a drive, about to get 20 or so minutes, barring traffic and such. These Lady Dragons represented by head coach Randall Thomason. Overall record of 13-7, district record of 0-2. In their previous 3 games, 3 wins. Back on the 19th of December, a 74-30 win against Wells. On the 28th and 29th, 2 back-to-back games, back-to-back wins. On the 28th, a 50-32 win at Martinsville. And their most previous game, a 46-27 dominant win on the road against the Lady Cats of Mount Enterprise. But tonight, a district matchup of what we hope to be fantastic proportions. This is the Spartan Exteriors post-game show. When we come back, we'll introduce our starters. We'll get ready for our game previews. We count down to tip-off. It's Lady Dragons and Lady Tigers coming up next. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is East Texas High School basketball.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yosme?
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional, friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan Lemaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you got to do is take the point, puncture the back, right there, take the device, put it over the pill like so, push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your pill puncher today.
Back here courtside here at the SEC in Tenaha, Texas, as the Lady Tigers and Lady Dragons prepare to duke it out here in the always beautiful Tenaha High School. I'd like to thank Coach Lewis for giving the Antler Sports Network the initial invite in the first leg of this high school hoops doubleheader. The girls will play first. The boys game will be directly after. We'll take a short intermission in between those. But speaking of intermission, the Antler Sports Network will take the rest of the week off and then come back on Friday. Tip-off at 7:30 p.m. from the Lions Den, as we have another inter-district matchup as the Tyler High Lions host the Marshall Mavericks. But as both teams are on the floor just a couple minutes before tip-off here in the home of the Tigers, let's go ahead and introduce our starting lineups presented by Yosemite Roofing. Let's go ahead and begin with the hosting Tenaha Tigers. Here's their lineup 1 through 5. It's Dagley at the 1, Letitia Stedman, the senior 2 guard. At the 3 spot is Kennedy Holmes, donning the number 24, the senior. And the forward spots, first, of course, there's 2 names that we're pretty familiar with if you know anything about East Texas high school basketball. Kayana Cox, the SMU commit, donning the number 12, the senior at the 4 spot, and her sister, the junior, number 3 at the pivot spot, manning the middle, is Cadence Cox. Now let's go ahead and introduce the Lady Dragons starting lineups, led by the previously aforementioned head coach Randall Tomlinson. At the 1 guard is the freshman Corey Lawson. At the 2 is Giles, the junior. At the 3 spot is Kennedy Lathan. The 4 is Trinity Mitchell. And Jaylee Jones, a sophomore, donning the number 14 at the pivot spot, manning the middle for Shelbyville. Both of these teams very acclimated with each other, to say the absolute least. Once again, we'll have the boys game directly after this. There's about 3 minutes left before we get ready for tip-off. And when we come back, it's the Lady Dragons and the Lady Tigers. Those are our starting lineups presented by Spartan Exteriors. Find them online at SpartanExteriors.com, with locations in East Texas and the Austin Little Rock area to best serve you. SpartanExteriors.com, professional, commercial, and residential. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is High School Hoops.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yo's me.
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional, friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan Lemaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you gotta do is take the point, puncture the back, right there. Take the device, put it over the pill, like so, push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your pill puncher today.
Starting lineups are currently being introduced courtside here at the SEC. Officials standing right in front of us here. Always like to give a shout out to the good old officials. And speaking of officials, our editor-in-chief, Nick Jordan out of Athens, Texas, recently wrote his latest article on the treatment of officials. Of course, the 3 strikes rule being something that has been the main talk of high school basketball. If it isn't officials, it's almost like shot clocks or anything else that people can come up with. But you can find his article and all of Nick's notes online at antlersn.com/news. All Nick Jordan articles presented by Tinsley Title in the heart of downtown Athens. We want to give another reminder that on Friday night, the Antler Sports Network will be back in the Rose City. Tip-off from the Lions in at 7:30 as Justin Johnson-led Tyler High Lions host the Marshall Mavericks. Shelbyville, the visiting team, of course, for tonight's game, in the all-red tops and bottoms with black and white trim along the uniforms and shorts. Black lettering and numerals with a white trim. The hosting Tenaha Tigers in their white home uniforms, white tops and bottoms with maroon, almost like a light maroon or burgundy or Aggie maroon if you're that kind of fan, along the sides and along the tops of the uniforms. Maroon lettering with a black trim, same styling for the numerals with the alternate Texas Tech style double T with the prowling tiger across the top. Set to go here courtside. Both starting lineups have been introduced. Officials giving their final pleasantries. And we are set. Spoke to Coach Holmes of the Lady Tigers prior to this game. She said she's ready. After a while, you kind of get sick of tournament play. Getting back into district is always a pleasant feeling, she said. She said the energy that was brought within the holiday tournament can definitely take a lot out of you, but it's good to get back to good old district play. Coach Randall Thomason, her opponent for tonight, head coach of the Shelbyville Dragons. His next 3 games will be a home game against Garrison on the 5th. That'll be this Friday. And then a quick road trip right down the street to Timpson on the 9th. And then their final of 3 will be against the Bearcats of Beckville on the 12th. These Lady Dragons coming into this game, a very great road team at least so far, currently on a 3-game win streak. Of course, with those wins in the previously aforementioned Wells, Mount Enterprise, and Martinsville. But only one loss on the road this year. 5-1, their record on the road. Tip-off is easily swatted away by Cox, and we are set to go here. Tenaha into the opening possession. Trying to get it down low to Cox is the Dagley pass, but it's stolen away. Now going the other way with it will be Shelbyville in their first offensive possession. Now the dribble drive along the right side by Lathan gets stolen away. And Tenaha forcing their first turnover. Stedman kick to the far side to Holmes. Holmes now short corner, steps back, resets, dribbles to her right. Tried to get it to Cox, but looks like Cox wasn't ready. Now stands on that right elbow. Now swing to the far side to Dagley. Dagley down to Cox. He gets it to her sister. That's Kayana. Up into the basket. The SMU commit has our first bucket of the game, and Tenaha strikes first with 2. Tenaha, the already 94-foot defense. Looks like they're in a full-court man-to-man defense, not a diamond zone as we typically see from the smaller Deep East Texas teams. Now picking up the dribble, swinging, looking is Mitchell. Mitchell now almost gets that pass stolen away, but it eventually is. With it is Holmes. Holmes gets to the middle of the floor, dribble in her right hand, pull-up jumper from the charity stripe. Back iron, can't get the shooter's roll, no good. Rebound gets brought down by Shelbyville's number 14, Jaylee Jones, and the sophomore forward. Double dribbles, and it looks like Shelbyville and Coach Thomason is going to talk things over. And as they do, we'll give our sponsor a chance at a message. We've only played a minute of basketball here. We have 2 points, both for Tenaha. Back in 30 seconds. High School Hoops presented by Pelche Kia Tyler continues after this. After the Shelbyville timeout, Tenaha taking possession back in the corner with it is Holmes. Holmes had an open 3, but elected to not shoot that one. However, trying to shoot the elbow jumper is Kayana Cox, the SMU commit. Nobody home. Passes sailing out of bounds. Corey Lawson, the freshman guard. A very young starting lineup for these Lady Dragons. Lawson, the only freshman. Giles is the quote-unquote oldest on the floor, the guard. The 2 guard is a junior, and 3 sophomores in Mitchell, Jones, and Latham respectively. 2-0. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first period. They're trying to get it to Kayana Cox again on that opposite block, but it gets stolen away. Going the other way, but it's going to be Mitchell. Mitchell on the far close side sideline. Now gets it to Lawson, who transitions to the middle of the floor. She picks up her dribble. He's immediately stopped right in her tracks. Now we'll reset and get the ball back to her. We just crossed the 6.5-minute mark. Looks like it's a dribble handoff, then they eventually do. Open 3's taken from Jones. Jones, side of the iron, can't get the shooter's roll. Tip, and it's possession. Cut back by Shelbyville. Lawson has it. Now kick to the corner, looking. Has a dribble drive now as Jones under the basket. Gets it tipped away. Sails out of bounds. They're going to say last touch was by Jaylee Jones. The sophomore forward was the last one to touch it for the Lady Dragons. And Tenaha will take possession back with 6:06 left in the first. We've only had 2 points in this one, and it was the easy bucket from Kayana Cox that led to a Shelbyville timeout. They get it to Candace Cox under the basket, rolls in and out, no good. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Shelbyville's Jones. Jones gets double teamed. Pass gets deflected. Shelbyville still has possession. Ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch was by Kennedy Holmes. The senior guard will be the perpetrator as we have our first substitution. Checking in for Tenaha is going to be Liliana Horton. The junior guard getting her first run of the game with 5:51 left in the first. Now looking. They get it to Lawson. Lawson is immediately bumped and is going to get called for the travel. Cutting her off was Stedman almost immediately, not allowing for much margin of error with 5:49 left to go. Holmes to inbound. She gets it over to Dagley. Dagley approaches the top of the key. Stalking the floor, looking for anything. Guarded by Giles. Drives to her right down Main Street and into the mayor's office for 2 points. And that expands the lead slowly but surely now. It's up to a 2-possession game. Very low-scoring affair for a Tenaha team that's averaging 56 points per game. Layup is just short by Jones. Rebound brought down by Tenaha. High pass, it's up to Holmes. Holmes fires, long twos, got it. Maybe a good 2 centimeters or maybe the length of a shoestring away from that being a 3-point bomb. But instead, Tenaha, I'm assuming, and Coach Holmes will settle for a 6-0 lead. 5:07 left to go. That Tenaha defense giving the Dragons fits. Now on the drive is Giles. Giles touched out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of her knee. Possession will go to Tenaha. Substitution now for Shelbyville. Checking in for the Lady Dragons is going to be Keela Mize. Miles will be checking in exchange for Giles, who just took that last layup. Now with a wicked cross to Stedman. Stedman hurricane pass to Holmes. Holmes had an open 3. Instead will elect to swing it to Dagley for 3. Got it from downtown. First 3 of the game for Tenaha. 1 up, 1 down. Out of the blocks fast from the behind the arc. Last touch out of bounds was by Stedman. And now it's an early 9-0 lead for Tenaha. This full court press has been a thorn into the side of the Lady Dragons. A Lady Dragons team that's averaging 44 points per game. Had someone there, but it's stolen away by Kayana Cox. The SMU commit will go the other way with the loud neon pink and lime shoes. Skip pass from Holmes is back to the top of the key to Dagley. Dagley takes the pull-up jumper. High arcing, no good. Rebound brought down by Holmes. Holmes might have got whacked, but brings it in anyway. Quick 3 for Horton. No good. Rebound brought down by Lathan. Lathan, the sophomore guard. He's immediately met by Holmes as she crosses the timeline. Pass is stolen away, tiptoeing out of bounds, still trying to maintain possession, but eventually does. It's going to be Stedman. Stedman, her third steal of the game. 4:06 left to go. Stedman kicks to the corner. Open 3 again. From the corner, no good. Rebound right into the waiting arms of Shelbyville's number 14, Jones. Jones, her third rebound already. They get it to Lawson. Lawson drives, gets bumped, no whistle. And Tenaha thought they had it under the basket, but it looks like Dagley didn't touch it. The Lady Tigers will take possession back. As Cadence Cox, the junior forward, will check back in. Ball is inbounded to Stedman. Stedman along the sideline. They get it to Cadence Cox. Cox, opposite foot runner. 1 step, no good. Rebound gets brought down by Jones. Jones looking for Lawson on the sideline. Immediately gets double teamed. This is a danger zone now. Swings it over to her left, over to Jones. Jones gets her pass tip. It's stolen away almost. And yes, Tenaha will get possession back. In the corners, Horton. Horton swings it back. A little bit of 1-2 action here. Corner 3 is knocked down by Horton. Horton 1 for 2 from 3. Had a 3 on the opposite side. Didn't get it to fall, but her luck changing on this one. Pass is stolen away by Stedman. Stedman kicks. With it is Dagley. Dagley will reset. Cox open 3. Top of the key. Line drive shot. Nobody home. Rebound gets brought down by Trinity Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to Jones. Jones looking for a Lawson right in front of us here at the HTO broadcast booth out of bounds. And now score sitting at 12-0 with 3 minutes flat. It has been all at Tenaha as we have a substitution for the Lady Dragons. Checking in for the first time is going to be Avery Hamilton, the junior guard. Now at the top of the key, swinging things around, a little bit of 4-out, 1-in offense. They get it to Cox under the basket. Can't get that to go either. She's had 4 shots already, 4 field goal attempts in the early going with 2:47 left to go in the first. That are from that 3 to 7 foot range. None of them just able to fall, even though I take that back. She's 1 for 5 from that range. Hit the first bucket of the game. 2:43 left to go. Shelbyville taking some time to slow down and reset, looking to collect their breath. Lawson dribble handoff to the recently checking in Hamilton. Almost had a screen, but instead will elect to swing out to Mitchell. Mitchell, bounce pass under the basket to Mize. Mize, high up, no good. Rebound snatched away by Cox, but it will be a jump ball. Possession arrow going in favor of the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. As we have our first jump ball of the game with 2:25 left in the first. Remember the boys game will be directly after this one. We'll take a short intermission and resume play. High-arcing passes into Mize. Mize, quick three for Mitchell. Mitchell, short. Another bit backboard on that one. Rebound gets brought down by the Lady Tigers. Hot pass to Holmes, right into the waiting arms of Holmes. She steps back, fires from downtown, nails the trifecta again. Holmes has been a woman possessed from downtown. Back-to-back threes for her. She's 2 for 3 from behind the arc in this first quarter. 2 minutes, 2 minutos left to go in the first quarter. On the drive to her left is going to be Lawson. Lawson immediately turned and switched to the other direction by Stetman. Lawson meets a double brick wall there. Holmes trying to save it. Great hustle, but can't get it in time. Out of bounds, Shelbyville will take possession back. Down 15-0 with a minute 51 left to go in this one. Still looking for the inbound. Has to get it up quickly. They eventually do. Ball is immediately packed. But getting the basketball back is Jones. Jones tries to kick, and they eventually do to Mitchell. Mitchell gets the ball tipped. They're going to say she touched it last. And Tenaha will take the possession back. These Tenaha Lady Tigers, there's only one word to explain how they played in these past couple of years. How about this? Domination. The last time they lost a district opener was back against the Rams with Joaquin at home in 2013. Last time they lost a district game as Cox tries to get the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Rebound gets brought down by Jones. Last time these Lady Tigers lost a district game was back on January the 15th of 2022 in a 44-35 losing effort at Timpson. On the drive and one, count the bucket for 2 as Dagley gets it to go. We have our first foul of the game. That foul is going to be against Avery Hamilton. Her first, team first. As we have substitutions for both ball clubs. Kayana Cox and Crystal Sparks will check in for Tenaha. That's Kennedy Lathan will check back in. Was a starting guard for the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. Charity shot is good from Dagley. And now it's 18-0 with a minute 19 left to go. Here's Lawson. On the right side, dribbles along the sideline, has Holmes on her, gets by her, gets it back tipped, however, almost lost possession, and she eventually does. With it now is Holmes. Holmes in the middle of the floor. Has it to Sparks. Sparks tries to kick into the corner and does. Dagley gets it to Holmes on that left side block. Turn, short jumper, got it for 2 more. It's been the Kennedy Holmes show. The senior already putting a mark on this game with 2 threes and 2 field goals. We have 10 points on the evening already. We haven't even played a full quarter of basketball. 44 seconds left. With it, dead ball is Jones. Jones eventually gets it to Lawson. 40 seconds left. Lawson will fire for 3. Got it! That's how Shelbyville gets on the board. A quick fire 3 from Corey Lawson, the freshman getting on the board. Looking to respond is Horton. No good. She can't go 2 for 3, and instead will have to settle for 1 for 3 from downtown. Lawson gets it over to Lathan. Lathan, dribble drive on the right side. Another back tip from Holmes. That's the second time she's done that. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with Shelbyville. Checking back in is going to be Stedman. Stedman will check in and relief for Horton with 18.03 left to go. And check that last foul wasn't against Avery Hamilton. It was against Trinity Mitchell for Shelbyville. They lead bounce pass inbound to Mize. Mize back to Dawson. Lawson hit that last 3 just a couple of seconds ago. Getting closely guarded by Dagley. Dagley's going to guard the foul with 10 seconds left. That's Dagley's first foul. First foul on the team. Very disciplined game, at least for both of these teams foul count-wise. We've only had 2 fouls, and they both come within the past 30 seconds of the game time. Looking. High arcing pass intended for Lawson. Lawson can't get to it. Nobody home, out of bounds. And Tenaha could possibly get one more full possession out of this one. Coach Holmes and company, so far in this game, has been easy offense. 4 out, 1 in. Now looks like it's a 4 cross look. Backside screen is set for Holmes, who cuts to the right side. Now fades back. 1 second. Shot at the horn. No good. Great off-ball movement by the Tenaha Lady Tigers, but they'll have to settle for this current score. We played a full quarter of basketball, and it's pretty much been all Tenaha Tigers. At the end of 1, it's 20-3. Back after this. High school hoops on the Antler Sports Network continues after these messages. played a quarter of basketball, 8 minutes down, 3 periods to go in game 1 of this DP's Texas grudge match doubleheader here on the Antler Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us. It's 20-3, all Tenaha here at home against the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. Those 3 points came from a Corey Lawson 3, and speaking of threes, Kennedy Holmes, the senior guard, 2 for 3 from downtown in the early going. I'm not a betting man by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fair to say that she will not be afraid to keep letting those threes fly as this game transpires. Tenaha taking possession back to begin the quarter. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock, and we are set. In the corner now with it is going to be Kayana Cox. As previously aforementioned, the SMU commit. Now back at the top of the key is Holmes. Holmes drives to her left, looking for the inbounds pass. They eventually do. Great lead pass, great catch, and an even better finish to get the quarter started. It's about as easy as you're going to get. Great positioning under the basket by Cox, and an easy kiss off the glass for 2. 7.5 minutes. We played 30 seconds of basketball. Holmes jumps, Lawson with it. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell gets tripped but keeps her footing. Lathan for 3, no good. The Dragons 1 for 2 from downtown. And it's an easy breakaway for Holmes. 1-2, layup off the glass with the left hand is in. Quick 4-all run to begin the quarter with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter. With it is Lawson. Lawson, the lone freshman in this Shelbyville starting lineup. Tries to get it over Holmes, but Mitchell eventually comes up with it. Fades back looking right at the waiting arms of Lathan. Lathan will pull up from Highway 59. Nobody home. Out of bounds. 6 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the first half of play. With it now is Stedman. Stedman, the senior 2 guard, crossing the timeline. The Tigers going from left to right on your respective device. Great backdoor cut by Kayana Cox, but just couldn't get the pass there. But eventually it's stolen away. Back out. Head fakes, drives, goes up over the head and got it for 2. Kayana Cox, we've seen her make more difficult shots than the easy ones. I guess that's what happens when you're a Division I commit. Who knows? Just under, 6.5 minutes left. Corner now driving out of it to her left is Jones. Dribble handoff now to Lawson. Lawson crosses back to the center of the floor. Hands it back to Jones. Jones has Mitchell under the basket. It's stolen away. Mitchell falls on it. Great pass to Giles. Giles falls on it as well. They kick it back. Open shot for Langton gets passed up, but instead Jones will let it fly from downtown. No good. Now Cox comes down with it without even jumping. Didn't even leave the floor. Up to Holmes. Holmes breakaway, left side, right hand. Either way, it's 2 more for Tenaha. 28-3, 5:45 left to go in this one. Bass goes out of bounds. We're going to say last touch was by Tenaha Stedman. That's Cadence Cox, the junior forward, will check in for Tenaha. As Tenaha looks like they have 6 on the floor, and it looks like Holmes will be the odd one out. Who'll take a seat. That's the first time she's subbed out in this game. Swing pass to Lawson. Lawson jump pass on the opposite side to Mitchell. Mitchell steps back short corner, now gets it to Lawson on the reset. 5.5 minutes to go. Motion offense here for Shelbyville. On the driving layup, no good by Lathan, and now Tenaha will go the other way. It's an uneven 2-on-nobody break and an open layup for 2. That Sparks gets onto the scoreboard for the first 2 points of the game on the breakaway bucket. 5:15 left in the second. Tenaha up 30-3 here at home at the SEC, the Special Events Center. In my opinion, one of the nicest, if not the nicest in some circles, gym in East Texas. This gym, the recent host of the annual Tenaha Holiday Tournament. That's a shot from Lathan is no good. Almost stolen away, but with it is Cadence Cox. Has Sparks on the breakaway, and it's tipped out of bounds. Great hand there by Giles, running the middle of the floor, and is able to force a stoppage here. As Shelbyville has a substitution, as Miles will be checking in exchange for Lathan. It looks like we have a timeout called by Tenaha. And it's going to be a full timeout. As they take that timeout, we'll take it with them. Back in 1 minute. 30-3, all Tenaha after this on the Antler Sports Network.
everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
It's with all Tenaha in the early going. We've got 4:52 left to go. And speaking of all Tenaha, it's been this young lady. Miss Kennedy Holmes, donning the number 24, has been absolutely dynamic from downtown. This is one of her many threes that she's knocked down in this game, and I can fully expect her to make a couple of more. Has an easy bucket coming out of the break. Tenaha taking their first timeout. Both teams sitting at 4 timeouts apiece. 32-3 our score, with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Trying to get it under the basket now to Mize. They eventually do. Kick out Mitchell. Long two. Rattles it home. And Shelbyville continuing to get buckets when they can. 4:24 left to go. It's 32-5. With it now, driving to the right side is Stedman. Stedman picks up her dribble and flies up through. Will draw the foul. First foul of the quarter for Shelbyville as we wait to see who the perpetrator is. Looks like that could be on Lawson. No. Yes, it will be. That's on Corey Lawson, her first personal foul, first team foul. First shot, can't get the shooter's roll from Stedman. Stedman in her first trip to the charity stripe. Second shot, however, much more luck. That expands the lead to make it 33-5. The Tenaha Tigers, last time they were on the floor, lost in the championship. This looks like an over and back call. As I was saying, these Tenaha Tigers, last time they lost was ironically in the championship of their own tournament. Before that, on a 6-game win streak. Last time these ladies tied for the first time today. First shot rattles in good. Couple of substitutions here for Tenaha. As Kennedy Holmes as well as Liliana Horton will check back in. 3:48 left to go in this one. Shelbyville sending a couple reinforcements back on defense as the second shot is good. Clock rolling. Holmes kick to the corner now. Coxon fires. The spark's no good. Out of bounds. Don't know who they're going to call that on. They're going to say last touch was by Horton. Recently checking in Horton. And Shelbyville will take possession back. Here to inbound is Mitchell. Mitchell eventually gets it into Lawson. Tenaha still in the forecourt pressure. Holmes forcing a pickup of Lawson's dribble. They eventually get it across the timeline to Giles. Giles closely guarded by Sparks in her own right. Great stifling defense by Tenaha so far with very minimal fouling. In the corner, letting it fly is Giles for three. No good. Short. Rebound by Lawson. Lawson under the basket to Mitchell. Mitchell goes up. Got it to go for two. Right over the head of the 5'11 Kayana Cox. Trinity Mitchell, the forward, in for two more. And it looks like we have a loose ball foul under the basket. At least that's what I would believe it to be. And yep, looks like it's going to be a loose ball foul on Trinity Mitchell. That'll be the second on her, second on the team. With 3:09 left to go. Sparks to inbound. Looking. Has Holmes. Holmes in that corner where she's already hit a three in this one. Back to Cadence Cox for three, short, over the basket, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Bounce pass is into Giles. Giles looking. Leeway pass is almost into the hands of Mize, but it's stolen away. Up to Stedman. Stedman to Holmes for three more. Got it. Holmes knocks down another three. She is 3 for 4 from downtown. 2:40 left to go in the first half of play. Score now 36-9. Lawson drives. No good. Can't get the bounce off of the backboard to roll in her favor. Rebound brought down by Horton. Now with it is Stedman. Stedman, great bounce pass to Holmes. Holmes, no good. Can't get it off of the square. Lawson comes down with the rebound. Gets tied up with appears to be Holmes, and it looks like it'll be Shelbyville possession. As we have a substitution for the Lady Dragons. Checking back in as I try to get a number here, courtside at the Special Event Center on the campus of Tenaha High School. Checking in is going to be Kennedy Lathan. 2:20 left in the first half. All Tenaha, 36-9. Skip pass is into Mize. Mize goes up, draws the foul, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2 of her own. Shooting foul on Tenaha's number 2, Crystal Sparks. That'll be her first, team second. Now both teams even with 2 fouls apiece in this quarter. Kayla Mize, the sophomore guard, who will head to the line to shoot 2 for the first time today. First shot short, front iron, no good. No substitutions for either team. Second shot from Mize, gets the shooters rolling, it's in. Shelbyville hitting double digits, 36-10. With it is Sparks. Sparks looking for Holmes. Holmes fakes the 3, now gets it to Stedman, who'll fire, no good. One-handed snatched down by Cadence Cox and gets the offensive glass for 2. 38-10. With a minute 55 left to go in the second quarter. Pass sails out of bounds. Looks like it might have been intended for Lathan, but Lathan not prepared. And Center Hall will take the basketball back. Horton to inbound with a minute 51 left. Holmes begging her teammate to not inbound the ball just yet. Horton was ready to get back down the floor. As on the far side, you see Kayana Cox, the SMU commit, speaking with her head coach, Laura Holmes. Holmes and her Lady Tigers, 21-5 overall. A perfect 3-0 in district play. That district being 2A Region 3, District 23. Now with it on the left side wing is Horton. Horton now swings it to Kayana Cox, now resetting to Holmes. Holmes, minute and a half left to go. Great skip pass over to Stetman. Stetman has Cadence Cox, short corner for 2, no good. Tough rebound, gets snatched down again. Side steps, no good. Holmes comes down with another offensive rebound. Corner open 3, Horton from downtown, no good. Offensive rebound number 3 is hauled in by Tenaha in this possession. Here's Holmes. Holmes free throw line. Steps back. Fires from the charity stripe. No good. Maybe we'll see offensive rebound number 4. Maybe. Yes, we will. With a minute 12 left to go. They reset to Holmes as we approach the 1-minute mark. Yes, you heard that correctly. 4 offensive rebounds and 1 possession for the Tenaha Lady Tigers. Setman to Holmes. Holmes double team to the corner. Skips and it's right in the hands of Lawson. Looks like that pass might have slipped, and 4 offensive rebounds will come to no points out of this possession, but it will end up for points for Corey Lawson, who goes coast to coast. We're within the minute now. 45 seconds left. Open 3 for Cadence Cox. Can't get it back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Stetman. Will we see another 4 offensive rebounds in this possession? We've already seen 1. Kick to the corner to Stetman. Stetman head fakes. Now resetting. Corner pass now. Step back. Fires. No good. That's 2. The record is 4. Quick shot in the corner for 3 for Cadence Cox. And won't need an offensive rebound if you knock down the 3 ball. And that expands the Tenaha lead even more. 17 seconds left. Shelbyville just unable to find the answer from the 3-point onslaught from this Lady Tiger offense. 10 seconds now. And at the top of the key to Mize. Mize now free throw line. Looking. Has someone cutting as Lathan. Lathan fires a quick one out of bounds. Ball will go to possession of Tenaha with a little under 2 seconds left. As Stedman getting a little bit of a running start. Will simply catch the ball, let time run out, and both teams will head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters of basketball, and it's pretty much been more of the same since tip-off. It's halftime here at the SEC. Tenaha with a commanding lead here at home. 41-12 over Shelbyville. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second leg of our doubleheader and continue our march to San Antonio. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is high school basketball presented by Pelche Kia Tyler, where tough never quits.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yo's me.
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan LeMaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you gotta do is take the point, puncture the back, right there, take the device, put it over the pill, like so, push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your pill puncher today.
We've hit halftime here in Tenaha, Texas, the home of the Lady Tigers in what has been an all-Lady Tiger contest. Boys are warming up here at halftime. Current score, Tenaha 41 at Shelbyville 12. And a district matchup here on the Antler Sports Network. Remember to stay with us. After this, we'll take a short intermission and have our boys' games between Shelbyville and Tenaha. We'll hear from both of our head coaches in this one in a game that, in our game preview, we'll all learn this is a pretty important game for both of our head coaches. Those head coaches being Coach D. Lewis from Tenaha and Coach Colton Wager from Shelbyville. Looking forward to hearing from them, but let's hear about some of our halftime stats presented by Rolling Stone Burger Company, home of the Moose Burger. As you would expect, it's pretty much been a one-lady show, at least for Tenaha. Kennedy Holmes, the senior, letting it fly. 14 points, leading all active scores. We have a tie for second with 8 points apiece. It's Yana Dagley, the senior, as well as Kayana Cox, the SMU commit, the senior forward, with 8 points. Shelbyville, buckets from Lawson, free throws from Giles, as well as free throws from Mitchell, have led the Lady Dragons to their 12-point mark. And coming out of the half, Tenaha will take possession. We'll take one more 3-minute break. When we come back, the second half, it's the Lady Dragons and the Lady Tigers at halftime. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is High School Hoops, presented by Pelche Kia Tyler, official Kia dealership of the Antler Sports Network.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yo's me.
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan Lemaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you got to do is take the point, puncture the back, right there. Take the device, put it over the pill, like so. Push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your Pill Puncher today.
We've concluded halftime here in Shelby County in an all-Shelby County matchup between the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville and the team that's up right now big time here at home, the Tenaha Lady Tigers. Here in the Special Event Center, Jared Jones, courtside of the HTO broadcast, I guess you could say booth or seat or whatever you'd like to call it. Either way, an absolutely beautiful atmosphere for some high school hoops. Halftime has concluded. Both teams are back onto the floor. Well, Shelbyville's on the court. Tenaha is just now leaving their locker room, set to go. And it has been an all three-point affair in the early going for these Lady Tigers. Holmes on her own, 18 points in 2 quarters. How about that? And multiple threes. 3 for 4 from downtown. These Tigers as a team absolutely lights out from beyond the arc. Overall, as a ball club, shooting a great 5 for 10, 50% clip from downtown, and 90% of their points have come from the 3 ball. And if you've been as consistent from 3 as they are, or at least they were, don't know if this hot streak could continue into the second half. I'd keep shooting them too. But only one way to find out if that consistency stands, and that's to play 2 more quarters of basketball. We're set to go. Tenaha taking possession back, and we are set. Arrow will flip. Fresh 8 is on the clock, and we are ready. In the corner now with it, looking across the floor is Horton. Now Holmes. Holmes picks up her dribble, pivots. A couple fans behind us here wanting a travel, but no dice. Dribble drop to the left side now was going to be Stedman. Stedman tried to get it under the basket, but it gets stolen away. Intended target was Dagley. Now with it on the breakaway is Lathan. Lathan steps back. Dirk fade, no good. It's blocked by Cadence Cox out of bounds. It looks like Tenaha will take possession back. They're going to say last touch was by Trinity Mitchell. We played 30 seconds of basketball in this third quarter of play to begin this second half. Both teams sitting at 4 timeouts apiece. Swinging now, looking is Dagley. Dagley had Holmes on the opposite corner. A little bit of a smirk, or an I'm sorry smirk given between the 2 teammates there. As on the drive and taking a bump is going to be the previously aforementioned Dagley. First foul on Shelbyville. Foul is on Antia Giles, the junior's first foul. First on the team. With 7:17 left to go in the third quarter. In the corner, Holmes rattles it again from 3. Kennedy Holmes is going to ride it home around the 3-point line. She is now 4 for 5 from downtown. 7 minutes left to go. Holmes on the steal. Gets it, swing pass to Dagley. Now back to Holmes. Holmes can't get the shooter's roll. No good. Rebound brought down by Jaylee Jones. Jones now in the middle of the floor, looking, has Giles on the breakaway, spins, picks up her dribble, looking, bounce passes over to back to Jaylee Jones. Now Jones with it at the free throw line, pivots, looking, Mitchell on the head fake, side steps, now looking, spins to her left side, swings it to Lawson. Lawson back to Jones. Lawson on the cut, gets it back. Thought Lathan was trying to set a back screen, but instead they crash into one another right there on that left elbow. Turnover assist to the Lady Dragons. Possession will go back to Tenaha with 6:34 left to go in this third quarter. Well, it is Holmes. Holmes, easy swing up the floor to Dagley. Dagley, bounce pass, leading right into the hands of Stedman, who Stedman can't get it. However, kick it back out. Wing three, got it again. Dagley, her second three of the game with 6:10 left to go. The three-point barrage continuing. Breakaway steal for Stedman. Stedman to Holmes. Holmes left side, no good. Can't get the finger roll finish. And defensive rebound corralled by Lathan. Lathan spins, now resets to Jones. Jones one-handed quarterback passes to Mitchell right on the sideline. Keeps it. Breakaway open for Giles. Giles, can she get it? No good. Opportunity missed there by the Lady Dragons. Now Tenaha attacking. Far side sideline into Holmes. Holmes in the corner. Thought she was going to pull that one, but she won't. Instead, they're going to get it over to Dagley, who can't get the layup to go. Rebound by Jones. Jones now resets. Pivots along the far side sideline of the danger zone. Stolen by Holmes. Holmes trying to get the pass up to the middle of the floor, but it's stolen by Lathan. Stolen once more, this time by Dagley. Travel violation called. That was Stedman on that last two for Tenaha. Possession will go to Shelbyville. Whew, take a breath there for a second. 5.5 left to go in the third quarter. 47-12 our score. They get it to Lawson. Lawson guarded by Holmes. Swings it across the timeline to Jones. Jones rises. Gets it blocked. Over to Dawson. Dawson pull-up jumper. No good from three. Rebound initially hit by Cadence Cox, but Horton will be the one to bring it in. Here's Holmes. Holmes, great extra pass, and it's out of bounds. Another open opportunity. Dagley beating herself up after not being able to haul that one in, and she'll take a second to think about that last possession as Crystal Sparks will check back in. She's got 3 points, a field goal from the right side in the second quarter, as well as a free throw. Looks like we have another stoppage at play. The refs still halting as Lathan checks out. Mize will check back in for Shelbyville. Here's Lawson. Lawson looking. Skip pass. Couple inches away from the timeline. They get it back to her on the skip once more across court. And try to swing it. Great intended target for Mize. They get it to Holmes. Laser pass on the run. Short. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Out of bounds. They're going to say last touch was by Stedman. With a 4:54 left to go in the third. Shelbyville will take possession back. So far, the main story, the main two stories in this game has been the Tenaha three-point shooting. There's been the Tenaha full court defense, but now it seems like Shelbyville slowly but surely trying to find a chink in the armor. Swinging the ball now. Great passes into Giles. Giles hesitates up to Mitchell. Mitchell gets the ball swatted by Cadence Cox. Mitchell tries to tip it from out of bounds, and Trinity Mitchell, great hustle there to, I think she tried to get her hand back up in time, but not quick enough. With 4:41 left to go, Tenaha will look to capitalize on the turnover. Hurricane pass, one-handed attempt. Catch by Cadence Cox is incomplete. No second down, however. 4:36 left to go. Turnover for Tenaha. We're knocking on the door 4.5 minutes. Dawson swings to Giles. Giles tried to get it over to Jones, who got her pass absolutely swatted. Now with it is Holmes. Holmes, pull-up jumper for two, no good. Great rebound brought down by Stedman. Stedman tries to get it back out to Sparks, and they do. Now Holmes. Holmes surveying the floor, steps back. She'll let one more three go. Why not? Nails another one. Half-century mark for Tenaha. If I had $1 for every three she's made today, Lord knows I probably wouldn't be in broadcasting. As Holmes tries to get the back tip, try to get a third successful back tip of the game. Instead, will draw the foul. As Holmes is first, and the first on the team in this quarter, with 4 minutes flight left to go in this one. Jones looking to inbound. They swing it to the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell to Dawson on the cut. Great extra pass, and it's swatted away by Cadence Cox. Cox on the breakaway. It's a 3-on-2 break. With it on the far left side. Spins, steps over, head fakes, now gets it to Holmes. Corner three. Oh, no, not again. No good. I didn't think she could miss in this quarter. With it on the offensive rebound is Sparks. Sparks dribbles back out with 3:42 left to go. Now kicks it to Cox. Cox will let go over three of her own. She's got it. Nothing but nylon. Bottoms from downtown. Back-to-back possessions ending in 3 points for Tenaha. In the pass around 45 seconds or so of game time. Giles takes the pass from Mitchell. Skip pass into the corner to Dawson. Dawson jabs to her left. The freshman looking. It's a great pass into Mize. Mize spins, kicks out to the top of the key to reset. Mitchell from downtown, no good. Dawson comes up with it, snatches it away from Sparks. Will turn the leg over, 3 of her own. No, count it. It will be 2, though. Great possession there from Dawson, getting the offensive rebound and capitalizing it with a 2-point field goal. 3 minutes left to go. Stedman running and gets walloped. Pops right back up, though. Thankfully, that loose ball foul is going to be called against Mize. Second on Shelbyville in this quarter with 2:59 left to go. That is only her first foul. Substitution here for Tenaha. Checking in is going to be Dagley. Dagley at the half was second amongst all active scorers with 8 points. She was tied with her front court mate and the junior Kayana Cox. Stacked now for Tenaha. On the drive, takes a bump, going up, can't get it to go is Horton, but however, Cadence Cox can follow up with the offensive rebound of the bucket for 2 off the glass. 2:45 left to go. Dawson swings it to Jones, now gets it back to Dawson. Dawson got the last bucket on an offensive rebound for Shelbyville. Jump skip pass over to Jones. Jones looking. Now swings, resets at the top of the key to Giles. Giles had a little bit of separation, driving to that left side. Now gets it to Mize. The Dragon teammates on the sideline wanting Miles to let it fly. Miles looking to try to set a screen. Instead, they get it into the corner now. Mize on the laser pass. 2:15 left to go. To Dawson. Mize driving. Gets it blocked from behind by Cadence Cox. That's Cox's 4th block of the game. Breakaway. 2-on-1 break. Reinforcements on the way. Layup's got it for 2. Count it for Dagley. And she'll head to the line and get 3 the hard way. 2:07 left to go. 3rd foul on Shelbyville in the corner. That foul is going to be called against Jaylee Jones. That'll be the sophomore's first. Again, team's 3rd with 2:07 left to go. As Dagley will head back to the charity stripe to shoot one more for the and one, and she's got it. Quick substitution here for Shelbyville. It's Kennedy Lathan, the starting small forward, a sophomore for this Shelbyville Lady Dragon team, will check back into the fray. We've eclipsed the 2-minute mark. 58-14. All Tenaha in this one. Sutter Step gets it stolen away by Sparks. Sparks on the breakaway. It's 2-on-1 with Stepman behind her. Ball gets tipped. They're going to say last touch was by Lawson out of bounds. Possession Tenaha. Trying to dial up the inbound to Cadence Cox. They do, but can't get anything out of it as the rebound gets brought down by Jaylee Jones. Jones to Dawson. Dawson to Lathan on the far side sideline. Skipping through. Open layup. No good. Can't get it. Great step through to get an open space. Cadence Cox brings down the defensive board. 1.5 left to go in the 3rd frame. Stedman to Cadence Cox again. She's 2 for 3 from downtown. Check that. They get 3 for 4. She nails the bomb again. 61-14. Skip pass is over to Lathan. Lathan now resets to Mitchell. Mitchell takes one dribble. High pass was intended for Giles. Giles was indeed open. A little bit too much on it, out of bounds with 1:12 left to go. Tenaha will take possession back. One minute, 10 seconds left to go. Tenaha could possibly go 2 for 1 or maybe even 3 for 1 with the way their full court pressure has been pretty much from the word go in this game. With it now with Sparks. Sparks swings it over to her left side for Horton. Horton now resets to Stedman. Stedman to Cox under the basket. Got it for 2 more. Cadence Cox, right place, right time. Expanding that lead some more with 44 seconds left. Here's Lawson. Lawson skips. Back to the middle to Lathan. Lathan anticipating the double. Gets it off right on schedule. Skip pass to Lawson. Lawson up and under for 2 more. The freshman's got 2 more. The last 3 buckets for Tenaha have all come from the freshman. Kick to the corner. Head fake now. Dribble drive is Horton. Horton to Sparks. Sparks will fire for 3. No good. Cadence Cox got it for 2 more, however. Again, another offensive rebound, another second chance bucket with about 10 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Tenaha still in the full court pressure, full court trap that is. Ball goes out of bounds and intended for Jones. Jones just couldn't corral it. And now with 3 seconds left, chances are Tenaha will just hold this thing? I don't know. Dagley has a smile. They roll the basketball in. Dagley approaching that maroon and black Texas textile tee. Fires it. Gets it over to Caden Cox for turns for three. No good. Nothing but oxygen there. And that will end quarter number 3. Well, it's been more of the same pretty much this entire contest. Shelbyville down big. Sweet Home, Alabama. Will has been Sweet Home, Tenaha. The Lady Tigers with one more quarter to play, up 65-16. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is High School Hoops. Three quarters down, one more to go. We're on the home of the Tigers here at the Special Events Center in Tenaha, Texas for this Shelby County grudge match between the Shelbyville Lady Dragons and the Tenaha Tigers. One of the most recent TABC rankings, courtesy of HoopInsider.net, official partners of the Antler Sports Network. In the 2A state standings, Tenaha ranking second. Of course, previously aforementioned holiday tournament here in Tenaha, Texas, or at least one of the locations. Also held games at Panola College right up the road in Carthage. Also in Timpson, Texas. Even here in the beautiful SEC, these Lady Tigers place second and gave them their current 21-5 overall record. Ball is ready to get inbounded. We are set to go. Clock rolling. 8 more minutes left to go in this contest. And what has been all Lady Tiger. Lawson had a little bit of a V-cut there and said we'll wrap around, guarded by Holmes. Holmes crosses. The freshman gets bumped. Ball is dead. Now swings it over to Giles. Giles is on the floor with Mitchell. Mitchell is also on the floor with Lathan, as well as Mize and Lawson. That's the 5 on the floor for Shelbyville as that shot's no good. Tenaha will go the other way. Harking pass. It's stolen away. Tipped by Giles. Giles coming up with it. Gets double teamed. Now gets it up to Lawson. Lawson fires for 3. No good. Rebound brought down by Jaylee Jones. And Jones will reset. Jones, open 3 for Giles. Giles, no good. Rebound gets brought down by Tenaha. Open break for Cadence Cox. 2 steps, goes up, got it for 2. On the floor for Tenaha, it's Caden Cox, who's on the floor with Stetman. Stetman is there with Sparks. And Dagley and Holmes ran out the 2 and the 1 spots. 6 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the 4th frame. 67-16 our score. In the corner now with it is Jones. Jones driving, looking. Ball's dead. The ball gets tipped out. Mitchell, thankfully, is there to make the save, and they eventually get it back out to Lawson to reset. Lawson on the give and go. Can't get the layup to fall. Lawson tries to come up with an offensive rebound, but out of bounds. Great hustle there by Kennedy Lathan, the sophomore, to try to save it, but that outside elbow right along that maroon boundary line. As we're trying to see, it looks like the Rev just couldn't get the pass, and looks like we'll try it again. And Holmes will inbound now to Stetman. Stetman going out to her right side, anticipating the Cadence Cox screen. Not a lot of contact, but still gets separation now to Sparks. Sparks now to Holmes. Holmes looking, has Sparks on the give and go, and will draw the foul on Lawson. That's the first on Shelbyville in this quarter. And Sparks will have the line for the second time today. She's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. First shot rattles in good. So we have a pending substitution for Tenaha. Looks like it's going to be a sub for Sparks, depending on the result of this last free throw. Rattles in, and Sparks will get a little bit of a breather. Checking in for her is going to be Liliana Horton. Horton has 2 threes of her own to show for in this game. 6:14 left to go. By the way, that last foul on Lawson was the first on the Lady Dragons in this quarter, second on her personally. It's skip pass. Speaking of Lawson, Lawson will fire another three. Side iron, no good. Leeway pass is up to Holmes. Holmes, Lawson behind her, claps to try to distract, but it won't work here. Holmes, another breakaway layup. An early contender for our Yosemite Roofing goat of the game. Stepping back, looking for a Lawson is going to be Lathan, and they do. Lawson tried another jump pass over to Mitchell, who was on that block. That opposite side block was open, but Tenaha help side defense there right on schedule. Katie Scott's one dribble runner, no good. Gets her second shot swatted away, and now on the breakaway is Lathan. Lathan gets it blitzed and stolen immediately. Now is Dagley. Dagley crosses, goes to her left, rises, got it for two. We're approaching 5 minutes left to go in this fourth. And Tenaha just keeps pouring it on, 73-16. Into Lawson. Lawson gets it stolen away by Holmes. Holmes steps back, has Lathan guarding her. Skip pass is over to Dagley. Dagley in the corner for Stedman. Stedman fires for three, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Corey Lawson. Lawson resets. Skip pass into Mitchell. Mitchell kicks to Lathan. Lathan gets immediately bottled up and stolen away by Cadence Cox. Cox easy pass to Holmes. Holmes finger roll finish with a right on the left side for two more. 4.5 minutes left to go. Well, it is Mitchell. Mitchell takes two dribbles and picks it up. Gets it over to her left to Lathan. Lathan directing traffic. And gets it over to Giles. Giles drives. Goes through contact. Got it to two. Looks like we have a substitution here. Shelbyville gets on the board once more, making it 75-18. As Mize will check in for Shelbyville. Platoon swap. It's into the game now for Tenaha. On the floor for the Lady Tigers, it's Holmes, Dagley, Horton, and Juana Moore on that far side corner, as well as Marley Perales. Ball goes out of bounds. Well, 4 minutes left to go in this final quarter. Moore looking, high arcing pass, and stolen away right into the hands of Giles. As Giles gets out of trouble, gets it to the middle of the floor. With it is Mitchell. Mitchell steps back, gets it back to Giles again. Giles gets her pass tipped by guess who? It's Kennedy Holmes. Holmes comes up with it. They get it to Perales. Perales looking, gets it stolen by Lawson. Lawson trying to get it to Giles, but put too much on it, and the freshman will be charged with a turnover. Possession will go back to Tenaha with 3:40 left to go in the fourth. Here's Dagley crossing the timeline. Tenaha going from right to left on your respective device. Perales jabs, now swings. Excuse me, that's Kendallin Bell, the freshman forward, checking in. That's Perales will rise up and draw the foul, I believe. First shot from Perales, rattles in, good. Getting her first point of the contest after recently checking in about 45 to 50 seconds ago. Routine dribble, spins, free throw is up, short. Rebound brought down by Jones. Jones spins, swings it, now to the far side with it is Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to Giles. Giles will let one fly, can't get the shooter's roll. Lawson will get the rebound, however. Backing on the reset to Jones for three, got it. Second three of the game for Shelbyville. Well, excuse me, third three. Mitchell has hit one, Lawson has hit one. And that last three knocked down by Jones. Jones on the rebound and breakaway. 2:45 left to go. 2:55, excuse me. Pass was intended for a Lawson, out of bounds. They're going to say last touch Tenaha. We'll have another substitution. Juana Moore, as well as Haley Hendricks, will be checking in. Moore, a senior. Hendricks, a sophomore. The guard and forward, respectively. With 2:49 left to go in this contest. Also a substitution for Shelbyville as Avery Hamilton and River Wilkerson will check in. Hamilton, the junior guard, Wilkerson, the freshman guard. Ball is high up, intended for Mitchell. She eventually brings down the hierarchy pass. Lawson steps it and fires, no good. Out of bounds, possession Tenaha with 2:39 left to go in this one. Tenaha, possession arrow on their side. Not one foul in this quarter. Quick three is fired by Moore, no good. Smiles actually let it fly. Don't know if she was too confident in that shot, but looked good from here at least. I'm sure Coach Holmes and company wouldn't mind her letting another three ball fly before the end of this one. As Lawson will drive, tough bucket for her. Got it for two. We're approaching 2 minutes. Dos minutos left in this game. The first half of this Shelbyville versus Tenaha doubleheader. It's fair to say that Tenaha has won the first leg of this doubleheader quite easily. Quick threes taken from Bell. Bell can't ring it in. No good. 1:54 left to go. On the breakaway is Jones. Jones, high king pass intended for Hamilton. This over Hamilton's head. Out of bounds. Possession will go back to Tenaha once more. Coach Holmes stopping momentarily to fix Hendricks' jersey. Looks like they're trying to get it to her on the inbound pass, but instead they'll swing it, reset now to Perales. Possession Shelbyville this go round. Here's Lawson, crossing the timeline, swings to her right. Mitchell, she'll let another one fly. No good. She's now 1 for 4 from downtown in this contest. 1:15 left to go. 76-23. High pass is intended for Moore, but Moore, I think she was ready for that one as her and Dagley laughed that one off. 1:07 left to go in the fourth. Lawson. One-hand laser pass. Now on the corner of the Jones. Get pass to Mitchell. Mitchell puts her head down, dribbles right, gets it swallowed away by Hendricks. Hendricks had it, but it still came up with it. It was going to be a reach charge called, a reach and foul charge to Kendall and Bell. That'll be Bell's first foul. That sent only Tenaha's first of the quarter. Quick shot for Wilkerson, no good. A freshman substitute. Have to wait another moment to get her first bucket of the game. 42 seconds left to go. With it is Dagley. Dagley looking for the dribble handoff. They eventually do. Quick firing is Bell. No good again. Rebounded by Hendricks. Corner three once more. Nobody home. 27 seconds left. Jones. Uneven 4 on to break. Reinforcements are on the way for the Lady Dragons, however. It's caught by Mitchell. Mitchell to Lawson. Lawson catches, goes up, and is swatted out of here from Haley Hendricks. A sophomore with a great block. Now on the break is Perales. Perales, 8 seconds left. Now stolen away by Lawson. Lawson, runner, no good. Rebound brought down by Dagley, and that will do it. The definition of a wire-to-wire affair here in Tenaha. Our final score from the SEC. Tenaha 76, Shelbyville 23. We'll take a brief intermission. When we come back, we'll get ready for pregame once more, presented by Spartan Exteriors. Second game of our doubleheader, Shelbyville Tenaha. After this, from the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is High School Hoops. Game 2 of our high school hoops doubleheader. We're set to go once more from the home of the Tigers here at the SEC on the campus of Tenaha High School. Our matchup arguably could be one of my favorite matchups of the year, just simply for the story. It's the Shelbyville Dragons, led by head coach Colton Wager, with a perfect 14-0 record, coming in against D. Lewis and his Tenaha Tigers in this 2A Region 3 District 23 matchup on the Antler Sports Network. For the Spartan Experience pregame show, let's go ahead and get things going with our game preview. Two teams in two cities with a connected history that dates back to the mid-1800s. Shelby County didn't don its current name until 1836. This land was once known originally as Tenaha, spelled differently, Tenahaw, Tenaha Municipality, with its pseudo-capital being Nashville. More on that later. That same city gained its current name of Shelbyville, plus the county seat a few years later. It's no secret that these two teams separated by 18 miles. The Dragons have battled with their neighbors in Center and Simpson for the title of the best team in Shelby County for the past 15 years. 21-4 against Joaquin since 2008, 17-5 versus Simpson since 2009. But there's one more team in the county that the Dragons have not been able to get the edge over. Their opponent for tonight's game in the Tenaha Tigers. Since 2011, Tenaha has led the head-to-head series with 14 wins and 11 losses, including a 68-69 thriller just 1 year ago. This contest also has a mentor-student dynamic, with Tenaha's head coach D. Lewis being the former head coach of the New Diana Eagles. Those same New Diana Eagles who rostered Shelbyville's Colton Wager as a player and head coach in his own right. Here's Coach D. Lewis prior to tip-off.
Really have to coach against a former player, so I'm ready for it to be over with this because, this is coaching. I'm ready to get it over with. But I'm excited about the opportunity. I feel good about it. My kids had a good walkthrough earlier, so we're ready to go 1-0 tonight.
Now, Coach, a very beautiful gym. How does it feel to be after the break out of the holiday tournament, as much of a grind as that event is? You had your new year. Did you have a chance to rest, or was it just straight work?
It was straight work, man. When we got done with the holiday hoops, it really just get ready for these guys here. We had to prepare 3 days straight for different opponents, and then we was able to take Saturday and Sunday and start getting ready for Shelbyville.
Now, tournament time is always a hectic time, almost a hellacious time for coaches, as you said, scouting a multitude of different teams because you never know who you're going to play. Does it feel good to get back into that good old cycle of watch one team for a couple of days and then on to the next?
Yes, it do, because now I get to just focus one at a time, like get back to our saying one at a time, and so now we just get to focus. We know who we have now, and we get to take time, prepare, and get ready for our opponents.
Now, Coach, it's a tradition here on the Antler Sports Network when we talk to coaches for the first time. I always like to give a more lighthearted question. So, we already asked a Christmas question, but why not? Let's head on back to the holidays, shall we? What was your all-time favorite or most memorable Christmas gift?
Man, when I was a young kid, getting that first bicycle. You always want that bike. All your buddies have bikes. You wait on your first one, so when you're a kid, you get that first bike. That's kind of one of them things you always remember.
Training wheels on or off when you first got it?
It was on, baby. They was on, baby.
You got to crawl before you can walk, even in biking, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully you can bike yourself away to a victory in a pretty important district matchup, Coach. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it, my man. Thank you.
Always good to talk to Coach Lewis and his journey across the high school hoops coaching ranks. And Coach Wager has his own arrows in the quiver. Although younger than his predecessors, his experience is top-notch, with a resume donning a former head coach at his previously mentioned alma mater of the Eagles of New Diana, as well as coaching stops in West Sabine, Stephen F. Austin, and Kilgore College. But the head coach of the Dragons Den feels ready and excited for a shot at beating his former coach.
It's an emotional game, for both of us. I talked to him for about an hour last night, and, we talked about how hard the game was going to be on both of us. Nobody wants to lose that one, but, he's been a huge part of my life since I was in the 8th grade.
Seeing call on the way home on the bus, maybe a little bit of trash talk, or just good old friends competing?
Win or lose, I'm going to give him a big old hug after the game.
Looking forward to seeing that, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Always good to see camaraderie between two coaches, but as we all know, when that final horse sounds, it's go time. Speaking of go time, we're set for tip-off. When we come back, we'll introduce our starting lineups and get you prepared for Shelbyville versus Tenaha. It's Dragons and Tigers here at the SEC. High school hoops on the Antler Sports Network continues after this.
Pell, Shaky, and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
Give it everything. At Pell, Shaky, and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
National anthem has been played, camaraderies have been given, and we're set to go ahead and introduce our starting lineups. As we prepare for both starting lineups to be introduced, no idea what Coach Colton Wager has in the quiver for tonight, but we can go to our PA announcer for today's game.
Number 11, DJ Barnes. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 4, Geechee Mathis. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Eli Ferguson. At forward, a 5'10" senior, number 0, Dylan Parker. At forward, 6'5" senior, number 10, Weston Frick.
Dragons, of course, led by head coach Colton Wager. Shelbyville, the visiting all black tops and bottoms with a red trim along the sides. Shelbyville in varsity block. In script across the front of the chest. Red numerals and lettering with a white trim. Now for these hosting Tenaha Tigers. Moore and Ross, the 1 at the 2. At the 30 spot, Tyron Moore. Kenny and Brooks at the 4 and the 5 spot, manning the middle. For the Tenaha Lady Tigers, was a very young starting 5, but here, a pretty balanced starting 5, at least from my point of view. Sophomore, 2 seniors, 2 juniors, can't go wrong. These Tenaha Tigers and their slick as snot, all white tops and bottoms with maroon lettering and numerals with a bright orange trim. Maroon piping along the tops and bottoms. With similar to the girls, this time the tall Texas Tech maroon and black tee on the right side of the shorts. And we are set to go. Those are our starting lineups presented by Marco's Pizza, official pizza of the Antler Sports Network. Find them online at marcospizza.com for delivery, pickup, deals, and more. Fresh 8 minutes are on the clock. On the floor for Shelbyville, as previously aforementioned, Dylan Parker, J.D. Mathis, Weston Frick, D.J. Barnes, and Eli Ferguson. Weston Frick, the senior, standing at around a towering 6'5", 6'6". Ironically, he's not going to only about 20 or so minutes separating these schools. Jumping for Tenaha is going to be Brakeelan Kinney, the junior listed as a guard. Very lanky guard, standing at around 6'3" or so. Fresh 8 minutes are on the clock, and ball is up in the air, and we are set to go. Clock rolling now. Shelbyville will take the opening possession. Arrow will be pointing in favor of the Tenaha Tigers. With it on the far left side now, looking, trying to direct traffic. Jump pass now from Barnes. Now gets it back now. We played about 15 seconds of basketball here. With it now was Mathis, J.D. Mathis, that is. Two-man game here on the wing of the top of the key against this Tenaha 2-3 zone. Corner three, fires. Ferguson, short, no good. Rebound gets brought down by DJ Cooks. And Cooks will begin the first offensive possession for Tenaha. Corner, open three for Ross, no good. Rebound brought down by Eli Ferguson. The Shelbyville Dragons, 3-1 at the Tenaha tournament. Previous wins before that were 58-36 wins against Wells and a 62-35 win against Wascom. Coach Wager and his Dragons 2-1 on the road so far this season. Sidesteps now, kicks. Heart pound dribble from Barnes. This kicks it to Mathis. J.D. Mathis fires for three. No dice. Offensive rebound is collected. Frick almost came up with it, but instead it's tipped. Barnes falls forward. Tenaha's going to come up with it now. 3-on-2 break. Skipping through. Moore, no good. Second opportunity, no good as well. Wanted a foul, but instead will sit on the ground looking for a call either way. Off defensive rebound. Going the other way is Mathis. Mathis now resets. Swings to the right side to Barnes. Barnes pulls from the parking lot. Got the shooter's roll for three. We got our scoring going early with another long three. Seems like both of these teams for both games are trigger happy from downtown. Stepping up, shooting a three of his own and responding is Kamari and Ross for three more. We're tied, even with 6:07 left in the first. Swing to the left now, with it is Barnes. Barnes gets it to the corner to Ferguson. Ferguson now resets. Janavian Mathis, the brother of Janavian Mathis, both juniors, forwards and guards respectively. Mathis kicks. Ferguson, corner three, no good. Rebound by Frick. Frick pump fakes, goes up and is going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on Jatorian Moore. First on Tenaha, first on Moore of the quarter. 5:44 left to go. On the line, shooting two is Weston Frick, the senior forward. As mentioned earlier, the towering 6'5". First attempt from the charity stripe for an iron, no good. And we'll stay knotted at three, at least for now. 5:44 left to go. Shelbyville, one of the oldest communities in the history of Shelby County. First founded back in 1824 by, ironically, Nashville, Tennessee settlers. That's where the callback in our game preview came from, the initial name of Shelbyville being Nashville. How about that? Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shelbyville. Tenaha will take possession back with 5:40 left to go. Swing pass now as they get ready to cross the timeline is Jatorian Moore. Moore now surveying the floor. Man-to-man defensive set here for Shelbyville. Quick ball screen is taken, crossing back, going between the legs. It's Tyron Moore, the combo guard. Dribbles to his right, and he's going to draw the foul as he falls. And that foul is going to be called against Jadavian Mathis. J.D. Mathis gets his first foul on him, first foul on the team. Taking the inbounds pass and looking now is Jatorian Moore. And reset over to DJ Cooks. Cooks, nasty Euro step, got it for two. Great English there from Moore to get the easy layup, making it 5-3 with 5:08 left to go. Shelbyville looking to respond. With it now was Barnes. Barnes kicks. Skip pass to Ferguson. Ferguson turns, fires, got it for three. Ferguson makes it 6-5. Tenaha down to one here at home. About 4.5 minutes left to go. Hesitation dribble. Looking to break down the defense is Moore. On the catch and drive is Ross. Ross immediately into the hands of Mathis, who's on the breakaway. Great runner, rattles it in for 2 more. Shelbyville, a quick 5-0 run in the last 45 to 50 seconds with 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's 8-5. Possession arrow in favor of Tenaha. Swing to the right side now into the arms of Cooks. Cooks bounce passes back to Moore to reset. Moore looks like he's calling for a screen. Gets it and uses it. Gets stepped in front of. Will instead have to get it back out to Cooks in relief. Head fake for Ross. Ross swings to the corner. Great ball movement here by Coach Lewis and his Tigers. Driving, going up. A lot of contact there. No foul. Rebound brought down by Dylan Parker and the Shelbyville Dragons. Here's Mathis. Mathis over to Barnes. Mathis, head fakes. Dribbles, spins. Kick out. Open 3 for Barnes. Got it again. The run continuing for Shelbyville here on offense. 8-0 run now in the last 2 minutes. It's 11-5. 3:16 left to go in the first quarter of play. Sidesteps, trying to get off a 3 of his own. No good. It's blocked by Mathis. Tyron Moore tried to respond. Shelbyville had other plans. 3 minutes left. Pending substitution here for the Dragons. Court side of the SEC. Red Hezzy by Mathis. Mathis pulls a get off the window. It may be 7:30, but the bank is still open for 3. Timeout, Tenaha. Coach Lewis and company wanted to talk things over. An early punch to the mouth by Shelbyville. With just about 3 minutes played, Shelbyville playing like a team possessed. Back in 30. High school hoops continues after this.
Give it everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
After the Tenaha timeout, they're looking to respond. What caused that timeout, you might ask? How about an 8-0 run at about 2 minutes by Coach Wager and his Dragons? Clock is rolling. 2:45 left to go. On the drive, rising up, no good is Moore. Ball gets tipped back out, however. Offensive rebound over to Torian Moore. He can't get it to go either. A lot of contact. Couple fans here wanting foul calls. Official swallowing the whistle. Ferguson pulls again. No good on the heat check. He can't get it. Tenaha on the run now. Trying to go coast to coast with it. And instead going back out is Jatorian Moore. Moore now swings it. Resets to Ross. Moore. Head fakes. Gets bumped. Rises up. He won't get the N1. But I'm sure he'll take the foul anyway. And that's going to be the second in the quarter against Shelbyville. That foul is going to be called against the big man, Weston Frick. First on Frick, second in the corner for Shelbyville. That's heading to the line for the first time is going to be Jatorian Moore. Coach Lewis and these Tigers 1-1 at home this season. That's a first shot side iron, no good. Ironically, this is Tenaha's first game against a Shelby County team this year. How about that? 2:17 left to go in the first quarter. Three dribbles, rolls on the palm. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Shelbyville. Mathis going the other way. Gets it immediately over to Barnes. Jadavian J.D. Mathis has already put his mark on this game. 2 minutes left to go. Thought he was going to get a screen from Frick, but instead we'll swing it back over to Barnes. Barnes takes one dribble right. Now kick. Great ball movement here. High arcing 3 rainbow trifecta from Jonathan Mathis, no good. Here's Moore. Getting orders barked at him by Coach D. Lewis, wanting his Tigers to pick up the pace. Shelbyville has pretty much matched them tit for tat, if not a step over that in this game. Peeled by Mathis. Mathis on the breakaway. Head fakes, gets the ball tipped. Great hand there by Jatorian Moore. And Moore thought he might have hit it back off of Mathis. Thought Mathis was going to give us a little bit of yam time, but no dunk. Instead, Shatavius Malone will be checking in, the sophomore combo guard, getting his first run in this game. Shelbyville inbound. Barnes looking with a long sleeve black undershirt. Gets it to Mathis. Mathis now getting out of harm's way out of the corner with 1:27 left to go. Mathis bounce pass to Ferguson. Ferguson hasn't been afraid to let the three balls fly already in this one, even though he's 2 for 3. Mathis drives, no good. Gets his rebound back and will reset. We're approaching 1 minute left in this first quarter. Shelbyville striking early. Mathis on the drive. Tough defense from Malone on him. It looks like it's going to be a foul called on the floor. Coach Lewis not happy at all, deservedly so. And Jatavius Malone will draw his first foul of the game. Second on the quarter for Tenaha. Both teams now sending it 2 team fouls apiece. Barnes looking inbound. They get it to Frick. A little bit of a pseudo screen there to get Barnes a little bit of extra room to work with. As Barnes will kick back out and reset. Both teams, both head coaches, extremely animated. You can see Coach Lewis at the bottom of your screen. We're in within a minute. Ferguson fires, no good, short. Gets the rebound as Frick. Frick to Mathis. Mathis drives, looks like it's going to be a travel call. No, the underbasket official calls doesn't call a travel, calls a block. At least from this angle, looks like Mathis might have taken one extra step, but that's why I wore the headset and not the whistle. 40 seconds left to go. Barnes to inbound. It is going to be a blocking foul charged against Kamarian Ross, his first, team third. Ferguson looking inbound now. Still looking. And it looks like we have a timeout for Shelbyville. Coach Wager not happy at all. But you have to say he might be just a tad bit happy. So that's with the way his Dragons have played. Back after this, 30-second timeout. High School Hoops continues after this. Been a pretty good game of basketball so far here in the beautiful Shelby County skies. Thunderstorms are expected to be in the area, but guess what? That's why we're indoors, ladies and germs. 37 seconds left after the Shelbyville timeout. Coach Wagner wanted to talk things over. We're within half a minute now. Barnes drive, frantic drive, gets his rebound back somehow, goes back up, no good. Defensive rebound corralled by Malone. Malone swing passes up to Cooks, and Cooks gets whacked, but Ferguson, the perpetrator, most likely will draw the foul, but immediately help Cooks back up. That foul will indeed be on the Dragons forward senior, number 24, Eli Ferguson. That's Shelbyville's third foul of the quarter, his first of the contest. 20 seconds left. With it now, surveying the floor is Jatorian Moore. The senior takes the horn screen, pull up, mid-range jumper, nothing but nylon, he's got it. Tenaha now makes it a 7-point game. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Barnes. Chris Paul goes into it style. No good. No shot. Coach Lewis saying no shot. Official said no shot. You know what? I think it was no shot. Who knows? But what I do know is end of one. Tenaha slowly but surely chopping this lead down. It's 14-7. Back in 30 seconds. Second quarter action on the Antler Sports Network after this. We play one quarter of basketball here at the SEC, the Special Events Center on the campus of Tenaha High School. Shelbyville up early, and who would have thunk? We saw it last game, and we're seeing it this game too. Mathis, head fakes, dribbles. The three ball has been the main go-to, at least for Barnes, Ferguson, and company, for Coach Colton Wager's Shelbyville Dragons. Will we see more of the same? Who knows? We saw it in the girls' game, a continuation, so maybe we'll see it here. Second quarter, set to go, official inbounding right in front of us here courtside. As we have a substitution here for Tenaha. Checking in is going to be Christopher Sewell. So it's Sewell, Malone, Cooks, Torian Moore on the floor for Tenaha. It's coming out of the break. An easy layup right down Main Street. And here, Tenaha's a little bit of a run of her own as Malone immediately picks up Barnes. And they get it back to him along the far side. Malone, as he crosses the timeline, immediately met by Moore. They get it to Ferguson. Ferguson, closely guarded. Fair to say he's going to have a much tougher time getting any more of those threes off. Tenaha has anything to say about it. Tough defense there. No foul call, thankfully. At least from my eyes, thankfully. With it is Mathis. Mathis takes the Frick screen. Now steps back, looking, surveying the floor. He's guarded by Malone. Looking for Barnes, and they get it to him. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Goes downhill to his left. Spins, looking, has Mathis. Corner, jabs, can't come up with it. Ball is loose. With it is Malone. Malone smartly sets back out, waits for reinforcements, has Cooks. Cooks gets walloped, fouls, and draws the foul. Shelbyville's first foul of the quarter. That one is going to be called against number 4, Jadavian Mathis. That'll be his second, team first of the quarter. Hanging to the line for the first time, for the second time today, is Mr. DJ Cooks. Coach Lewis and his ball club averaging 59 points per game as that first free throw is good. Since 2011, as we mentioned in the pregame, this said-to-hit series since 2011, it's been all Shelbyville. Last time the Tigers were able to get one over on the Dragons was back on February the 11th of 2022. As the second free throw from Cooks is good. That matchup was a 73-52 beatdown. Let's just say it hasn't been a beatdown here. It's been a back-and-forth rough-and-tumble game. Physicality on offense and defense. Tenaha slowly but surely chopping down this lead. It's 14-11. 6:40 left to go in the first half of play. Ferguson swings it over to Barnes. Barnes now looking on the left side of the floor. Closely guarded by Malone, awaiting his every move. Blitzes the ball, and he's going to blitz a little bit too much and draw the foul. That's going to be the first on Tenaha. That will be Malone's first. One thing about these referees, they're surely letting them play. I can tell you that right now. That's what you can expect from two gritty teams, two gritty coaches that know each other very well. Coach D. Lewis, former coach of Coach Colton Wager, back in New Diana. Mathis takes a screen from Dylan Parker. Mathis drives, ball gets tipped off of the knee of Mathis, they say, out of bounds. Possession goes to Tenaha. It's a quick substitution here. Oh, no, maybe not. Looks like Coach Lewis had something to say real quick. Maybe, as we all say, if we don't know what anyone's saying on the floor, Applebee's or Chili's. Or Chili's got messed up, but I digress. 6:06 remaining in the second quarter of play. With it now, dribble looking, swinging to his left side. It's going to be Cooks. Cooks drops Mathis. Sewell, head fakes, pulls up for two, and he looks like he's going to draw the loose ball foul. No shot, though. That foul is going to be called against Shelbyville's DJ Barnes. That'll be his first, team second. Hierarchy pass, a little bit of Tony two-tap in front of the timeline for Jatorian Moore. That's Moore now, directing traffic, looking to get the screen from Christopher Sewell. Side step, fires, got it for three. Perfect screen from Sewell, right place, right time. Nailing the three-point bomb, but we're back knotted up. It might as well be 0-0, folks. It's 14 all. 5.5 minutes left to go. Here's Barnes. Barnes just mere inches away from the timeline. Trying to walk down Malone. Takes the screen from Parker. Steps back now. Switch. Now he's getting guarded by Brakeelan Kinney. Goes downhill. Malone back on him. A little bit of a push, but can't get it to go. Rebound gets brought down by DJ Cooks. Cooks and the Tigers are running. on the far side of the sideline. Steps back, short corner now, in harm's way. What a skip. Sewell, long two, high arcing, no good. Tough rebound, brought down by Eli Ferguson. Ferguson gets doubled, gets bumped into, takes a bit of a tumble. His Tiger opponents help him back up. That foul is going to be the second against Tenaha. Now both teams knotted up at 2 apiece. As now Kamari and Ross will be checking in. That's the second foul called against the Tigers, number 12, Jatavius Malone. Malone, the sophomore, since coming off the bench, has been, for lack of a better term, an absolute menace on the defensive side of the ball. 4:54 left to go. Hurricane passes back over to Mathis. Mathis, between the leg, crosses back over now, over to his left. Looking, gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson, immediate pass back to Mathis. Mathis to Ferguson for 3 more, no good. Rebound brought down by Jadavian Mathis. Jadavian Mathis scoops up and under. Great block, gets it back, however. Back to Barnes. Barnes from downtown got whacked, no call on the 3. Won't get it to go. Rebound is hauled in by Tenaha. Swing pass now. In over to DJ Cooks. Cooks on the left side of the floor. On the left wing now. 4:15 left to go in this second. Here's Shatorian Moore directing traffic. He gets it to DJ Cooks. Cooks turns the corner, drives, skip pass, now to Ross. Ross back over to Kenny. Kenny with 4 minutes left to go. Tenaha moving the ball around now, and it gets stolen away by Ferguson and the Shelbyville Dragons. Well, thinking for Coach Lewis, you can't be mad about the ball movement that you've seen from your offense. Just really haven't been getting the results, at least field goal attempt-wise. Multiple turnovers forced by this Shelbyville defense, so did a great job switching and rotating against this great Tenaha offense. Is not able to muster any points. Speaking of points, rattling in for 2 more is going to be Jonathan Mathis. 16-14, 3.5 left to go. Jonathan Mathis on that last bucket. It's been Mathis and Mathis. How's that for a law firm? As the ball is loose, and it looks like Coach Lewis did get that timeout in time. Look to see what length timeout it will be. Either way, Tenaha, Coach Lewis will talk things over. 3:27 left to go. Back after this. High School Hoops continues on the Antler Sports Network. Making a best shot here at the SEC, home of the Tigers. The Tigers in this second quarter have pretty much thrown their best shot. We're down double digits early, but this last 3 before the timeout might have been the catalyst. Only time will tell. As with 3:27 left to go, Tenaha will take possession back. Coach Lewis was able to get a timeout. Ball got tied up right on this left side wing. Both teams already huffing and puffing. It's been a rough and tumble affair. 2-point contest. 3:20 left to go in the second. With it on the dribble drive going downhill is Jatorian Moore. Moore goes up, draws the foul. Don't know if they're going to call that on the floor or on the shot. Foul is going to be on Jadavian Mathis. That'll be his first. However, the team's third. With still plenty of basketball left in this quarter. They did end up calling it on the floor, but passes into Kenny. Looks like he might have had too much downhill speed. Can't corral possession. Turnover assessed to the Tigers, and Shelbyville will take possession back. 3:15 left in the first half. What has been I'd say, a pretty good game of basketball. Another reminder that on Friday, 7:30 tip-off, Tyler Howe will be taking on Marshall here on ASN1. Tip-off from the Lions Den at 7:30 Central as Ferguson fires another 3, no good. Parker had a tough rebound, but Tenaha able to steal it away. A little bump and bruise there as Raquel and Kenny looks up with a smug look on his face. I can see why. He almost got tackled by a host of Dragons there as Dylan Parker will get his first foul, team 4th. Now Shelbyville has one more foul to give in this quarter with 2:51 still left to go in the second. 2-point game now. With it on the reset, is Jatorian Moore. Moore sidesteps, elevator screen for Kenny. Call is made by the far side official. Looks like it might have been a loose ball foul. And it is going to be called on the screen. And that's 5 fouls. Tenaha will be shooting the rest of the way. That last foul is going to be on Jadavian Mathis this time. JDM, as we can call him, has his 3rd foul of the game. Fair to say he might be taking a bit of a breather here. As a pending substitution here for Tenaha. As I mentioned earlier, that's the 5th foul on Shelbyville in this quarter. So Tenaha will head to the charity stripe to shoot 2. It's going to be Kamarian Ross, the senior guard, to do the honors. First shot, front iron short, no good. Azavanta Frideyu will be checking in for, that was number 23 for Shelbyville. That's Kason Parker, the senior forward, who will be checking in. Making a substitution is Tenaha, however. Jatavius Malone will check back in for some defensive help. Second shot is in. 1-point game. Tenaha slowly but surely chopping down at what was once a double-digit game. They got it to 7. That made the score 14-7. And they haven't looked back since then. Bounce pass lead up to Parker. Parker looking for the dribble handoff. Great hand of the cookie jar. Stolen away by Kamarian Ross. Ross on the breakaway. Skip pass. Great extra ball movement. 3-ball from Kenny. No good. Rebound by Shelbyville's Ferguson. Ferguson pivots. Got those elbows out. Didn't look taking the ball from him. That's a big dude. With it now. With 2 minutes left to play. Skipping through is going to be Janavian Mathis. Coach Wager wanted a foul and he got it. That foul is going to be called against Kamarian Ross. That'll be his 2nd, team 3rd. With it is Jadavian Mathis. How about we call him JM and Jadavian Mathis JDM? Try to keep up with that. How's that? On the dribble drive to the left side now was Barnes. Barnes rises up, gets it stolen away. Tenaha 1-on-1 break. Rising up is Maloney. Can't get the shooter's roll. My goodness. Rim not friendly here for the hometown Tigers. Going up with it is Barnes and drawing the foul. Can't get it to go. Did he get it to fall? I believe he did, at least from this angle. No. No, he did it. At first it looked like he might have tried to spin back around. But instead that will be the 3rd foul against Kamarian Ross. 4th on Tenaha, so that leaves him only 1 more foul to get. First shot from Barnes is no good. Christopher Sewell checks in for Tenaha. Also checking in for the Tigers. Expect to get a number that's going to be number 10, Mr. Jordan Reese, the senior guard, getting his first run of the contest. Ironically enough, Tenaha has a Christopher Sewell and Shelbyville has a J.D. Sewell as Barnes knocks down the 2nd free throw, making our score 17-15. Minute and a half left to go in the first half. Tenaha looking to pull away in any way that they can. Here's Sewell. Sewell now swings it back to the top of the key to Cooks on the drive. Gets it ripped again. Barnes and company running the floor. Up and under, layup, no good, he can't get it. Rebound, however, is up and in by Dylan Parker. Dylan Parker on the follow away with a minute and change. Quick 3 for Sewell, no good. Might have got tapped on the hand on the follow through, but no call. With it is JM, Jadavian Mathis. Mathis gets it over to Barnes. Barnes, 56 seconds left to go. Barnes looking, the shooter, the dangerous Eli Ferguson in the left corner. Takes a screen, steps back, fires, just short, nobody home. Out of bounds, 40.6 left to go in the second. Tenaha with a chance to maybe get a 2-for-1 without a shot clock. The way their defense has played, I wouldn't put it past them. Jatorian Moore is going to get picked up full court by JM. Instead, Shelbyville will now take their time. Moore letting every second he can took away. 20 seconds now. He begins his dribble. Jonavian Mathis blitzing it. Blitzes again. Now steps back. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. With it is Malone. Malone looking. Has a man cutting it. Cooks. Gets it stolen away. With it is Mathis. Mathis. 1 second at the horn. No good. And that will end the first half of play. Man, what a couple good quarters of basketball this has been. We've hit halftime as both teams head to the locker room. We'll give our fantastic sponsors a chance and a message. After 2, it's been rough and tumble. Largest lead has been 10. Can't tell here. 19-15, Shelbyville with the advantage on the road. Back in 3 minutes. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is high school basketball.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan Lemaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you got to do is take the point, puncture the back, right there. Take the device, put it over the pill, like so, push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your Pill Puncher today.
As we've hit halftime here at the SEC, home of the Tigers, it's been a great ball game between a former coach and former player. Coach Wager, Coach Lewis duking it out here in a district matchup. Coach Wager's got the advantage, at least early on here, as both teams are heading the locker rooms. Shelbyville up 19-15. Be sure to tune in on Friday here on the Antler Sports Network on ASN1 for Pelshey High School Hoops. It's the boys between the Tyler High Lions and the Marshall Mavericks. Tip-off from the Lions Den at 7:30 p.m. Central. Pre-game 15 minutes prior. So far, it's been a one-man show, at least early on, for the Shelbyville Dragons. J.D. Barnes, the junior guard, doing it all, leading all active scorers with 7 points. Believe it or not, Jonavian Mathis has that 1-3. And honestly, he's been just a main playmaker, not necessarily scoring the ball in droves for Shelbyville, but has been a main offensive catalyst with its playmaking and dribbling ability. On the other side, for a Tenaha defense that has pretty much gotten them back into this game, as pretty stand out, at least Jatorian Moore. That's Jatorian Moore. The senior guard has 5 points, leads all scores for Tenaha, and with 4 points right behind him is the also senior guard, Mr. J.D. Cooks. When we come back, second half action comes up after this. From the Antler Sports Network family of platforms, this is high school basketball. Shelbyville 19, Tenaha 15.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yo's me.
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan LeMaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you got to do is take the point, puncture the back, right there. Take the device, put it over the pill, like so, push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your Pill Puncher today.
Halftime has concluded. Courtside, here at the home of the Tenaha Tigers. Our current score as we begin the third. The visitors, the Dragons of Shelbyville, not really a commanding lead, but slowly but surely hanging on with 8 more minutes set to go. 8 minutes are fresh on the clock here at the SEC. Dragons up 19-15. Ferguson will inbound it and get things going for quarter number 3. Shelbyville in the all-black uniforms going from left to right on your respective device. They get it to Frick on the elbow. Drive. Ferguson, corner 3, no good. Way off on that one. We've played 15 seconds left, but Shelbyville able to corral the offensive glass. It's been one of the main separating factors, at least from my eyes, from this Shelbyville team and how they've been able to keep this lead is their ability to rebound the ball on the offensive side. As a drive right down Main Street and into the mayor's office is JM. Mr. Mathis getting the layup to go. Tenaha on the other way. Shot no good. Another offensive rebound, this time for Tenaha. Open 3, wide open for Moore. No good. Can't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds. Coach Lewis says it's Tenaha ball. And it is indeed. Tenaha will take possession back. Now swing to the outside, reset, looking at Kenny. Kenny, red hesitation, it's sidestepped by Moore. Moore will kick out to reset now. 7 minutes left to go. Crossing over to the right side is Ross. Ross goes up. He can't get it. Rebound brought down by Shelbyville. And here is Mr. DJ Barnes, leading all active scorers with 7 points. An early contender for our Yosemite Roofing GOAT of the game. No good. Can't get it. Rebound Tenaha. After the rebound, running the floor is Ross. Ross now kicks it to Moore. Moore, a little razzle-dazzle. Foul away. Said he touched the ball. No foul call. And Barnes will come up with it again. 6.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. It's 21-15. Shelbyville able to strike out of the gate first. Ball is tipped on the breakaway. Open is Kenny. Kenny rises up and is swatted. Thankfully, Tenaha able to come up with it. Good night, Nurse. What a block. I think I might have jammed my finger just watching that. 6 minutes left to go. Hurricane pass now to the opposite side of the floor for Frick. Frick now reset. It's intercepted. Well timed by Moore. Moore on the breakaway. Tries to go behind the back. A little too fancy there, but Barnes will be drawing a foul, and that's going to be on to Tyron Moore. That's his first, team first. Man, we'll definitely have to take another look at that block in a moment. Is now Shelbyville looking to respond. 21-17 our score. Tenaha, little full court pressure of their own. With it is Barnes, and he's out of bounds. And as they do that, let's take another look at that block that occurred just a couple of moments ago. Great job by Tenaha to blitz the layup, but man, talk about hawking him down like a tomahawk missile. 5.5 left to go. That replay and all instant replay is brought to you by our Circle M Crawfish, official late night stop of the Antler Sports Network. It's drawing and going up, and getting whacked. That's going to be Jatorian Moore. Moore, the junior guard, will force Shelbyville to get their first foul of the quarter. That foul is going to be called against Dylan Parker, his second. 5:28 left to go in this third quarter. First shot is no good from Moore. Coach D. Lewis right at the bottom of your screen there, talking things over to his senior guard, Mr. DJ Cooks. Moore's second shot, same as the first, front iron, short, no good. They swing it back to him. Cooks to respond, no good. Rebound brought down by Ferguson. Tenaha, plenty of opportunities on offense tonight, just unable to really convert. Shelbyville's just slowly but surely been keeping them at bay. Thought Frick was going to set a screen there for Barnes. He'll set it now, and he'll force a switch. Kamari and Ross now, guarding Barnes. Barnes leads all scorers with 7 points. Almost got it hooked. Here's the runner from Barnes. Nothing but nylon. Great shot for 2. Barnes, that layup gives him 9 in this one. 4:45 left to go. Scaling the left side of the floor is Moore. Now retreats to his right, steps back, looking, has a man in the corner. Now they reset again. Open 3. Fired by Ross, no good. Rebound by Barnes again. Barnes, that's rebound number 6 for him. Barnes, another runner. Can he make it back to back? No, he can't. Parker tried to tip it back in, but no good. And it looks like it's going to be Shelbyville basketball under their own basket with 4:22 left in the third. Barnes looking. He's got Ferguson. It looks like Coach Wager and company is going to call a timeout here, looking to see where the ball is placed. 30-second timeout. As they take that timeout, we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. High School Hoops continues after this on the Antler Sports Network.
Give it everything at Pelche Kia and Tyler, where tough never quits.
Prior to the timeout, DJ Barnes able to get the runner for Shelbyville to increase their lead to what is now 23-17. Barnes leading all active scorers with 9 points, and he currently has possession of the basketball here as we resume play. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Barnes, double team, looking, kicks to the corner. Skip pass to Ferguson. Ferguson, fake pass, dribble drive to his right now. Gets it over to Janavian Mathis. Mathis crosses to his left. Tries to get downhill, and it will draw the foul. That foul is going to be charged against Keelan Kinney. Second called against Tenaha. His first. Again, second on the team. Both teams sitting with 3 timeouts left. Possession arrow sitting in favor of Tenaha. Here's Mathis. Mathis drives left. Crab dribbles, now retreats. Looking, skips it to Ferguson. Ferguson fires, no good, just short. However, cleans up his own mess, rises up, can't get it to go. Frick can't bring it down either, but Tenaha will instead. Here's Kinney, the one who drew that last foul. Rises, hangs in the air, got it for 2. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. If you're Tenaha coming out of the break, you expect Shelbyville to come out with something special. You hold off their offense and get a bucket on the other end. Barnes, bounce pass to Parker. Parker now, dribble handoff, gets it over to Mathis. Mathis, pump fakes, rises, has it for 2. Mathis puts 2 more on his score sheet for tonight. Driving to his left, looking up, count the bucket and 1. Right when Shelbyville punches, Tenaha punches back almost immediately. As J.D. Sewell, excuse me, that's Jatorian Moore. No, that is Jatyron Moore. All these multiple names confusing me. Good night, Nurse. 2:56 left to go in the third. Heading the line for the first time, it's going to be Jatyron Moore. He nails the free throw. Back to a one-possession game. 25-22. After that and 1. Well, then now it's Parker. Parker dribbles back out. Now Mathis. Mathis back to Parker. Immediately trapped is Ferguson now. Jump to get out of harm's way and eventually does. Trapping those sides. Tenaha's doing a great job of doing that. Barnes skies through. Lands on his feet clean. 2:20 left to go. Crab dribbles up and under. He's got it. Barnes strikes again as he gets into double digits with 11 points after that last layup. 2:10 left to go. Quick 3. Fired for Moore. Nails it. Moore responds at kind with a 3 of his own. The Tigers just keep trying. Less than 2 minutes now. We're back to a one-possession game. Here's Barnes. Gets the screen from Weston Frick. Gets another one. Barnes will pull for 3. He's got it! What a shot from Barnes! This man is a man possessed. Nails the 3. Gives him 14. And one more opportunity at the line. You want an early contender for play of the year, and it's just the second day of the year. How about that as he knocks it home? Quick substitution here for Tenaha. As Christopher Sewell will be checking in. And DJ Barnes, the junior, headed to charity stripe for his and 1 free throw. Rolls in and out, no good. Out of bounds, however, they're going to say possession goes to Shelbyville. For a minute 43, up 5. An opportunity to turn what could have been just 4 points on the and 1 plus a made free throw into maybe 6 points. Who knows? They get it into Parker in the corner. Parker with his 2 middle fingers taped. And it looks like the coach will wait to call a timeout. I believe he did. And yes, Another timeout taken by Shelbyville. They'll have 2 more for the remainder of this contest. Full timeout. We'll take it as well. Back after this. High School Hoops on the ASN continues after these messages.
Give it everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
High School Hoops here on the Antler Sports Network, brought to you by Pelche Kia Tyler, the official Kia dealership of the Antler Sports Network. After the Shelbyville timeout, the Dragons come back out, up 5, with about a minute and a half left to go, and the layup is up and through again. Quick save. It's hauled in, whistle is blown. And oh boy, Coach Wager not happy at all. Let's go and take another look here. Great hustle there by Dylan Parker. Mathis came up with the steal. As we take another look here. Yep, definitely the correct call to make, even though Coach Wager is still pleading his case with the official right at the timeline. Nope, still Tenaha basketball. Good effort, though, Coach. I respect you for that. Minute 20 left to go. Clock is still rolling. 32-25 after that last Mathis bucket. Tenaha looking to respond. He gets swatted. No, they're going to call a foul on John Avian Mathis. Let's take another look. Even though there's no instant replay and normal gameplay, we do have the beauty of instant replay here on the sideline, and call it a 50-50 call. First shot, rattle in good. We're to Tyron Moore. That last foul, the second foul against Donavian Mathis, the junior. Both teams sitting at 3 fouls apiece for the rest of this quarter. Second shot, got it. 5-point game now. Little shimmy to get open as Barnes. He eventually does. Gets it to Mathis. Mathis now swings it back over to Barnes. Got to get a move on across the timeline here, and Mathis eventually does. Great ball movement here. Ferguson pivots. Defender hits the deck, and it's Weston Frick with the bucket. And it looks like stoppage of play here. Was it a technical foul called? Might have been. PA hasn't said anything about a technical. Both teams just momentarily went to their benches, maybe just a injury timeout to make sure everything was okay. Well, with less than a minute to go, Shelbyville has taken over this third quarter. 50 seconds left. Driving left and drawing the foul is going to be to Caden Cooks. Foul is going to be called against Shelbyville's number 3, Donavian Mathis. That is his third and the team's 4th. I bet it'd be real convenient if Tenaha can draw one more foul to center the line, even though not much time left in this quarter. On the drive, getting it stolen away by Barnes. On the other way is Mathis. Mathis, in and out dribble. All the way, he's got it for 2, coast to coast. Shelbyville again responds with a bucket. It's been a 4-0 run just in this last 35 to 37 seconds. We're knocking on the door of the dime seconds now. On the drive, kick. Christopher Sewell for 3, got it. Tenaha needed that one. 10 seconds left. Travel violation called by the backside official. The official warning Coach D. Lewis not to get too far off the sideline. Both of these coaches very animated, very passionate. Of course, Coach D. Lewis used to coach Coach Colton Wager back in the couple hours north of here in New Diana. Quick three, corner, no good. 3 seconds. As getting the rebound is Moore. And it's going to go out of bounds here with 2.4 seconds left to go. Tenaha, one more last gasp in this quarter. They get it to Sewell. Kick out. Shoes look. He tried to flop and maybe get a foul. But either way, no foul call. The horn will sound, and we played 3. 8 more minutes left to go in this Shelby County Grudge match. 36-30, Shelbyville with the advantage. Fourth quarter coming up after this. This is High School Hoops on the Antler Sports Network. Game's coming down to the wire. Only 8 more minutes to decide a winner here in this district matchup here in the home of the Tenaha Tigers. 36-30. Want to give a special shout out to our officiating crew. This is their second game working here. Worked the girls' game before, now finishing it off with a nightcap here for the boys' game. Fouls will reset. Notably, John Avian Mathis, who's been the main ball handler for the Shelbyville Dragons, has 3 fouls. Shelbyville 2 timeouts. Tenaha with 3 of their own. Tenaha will take possession. Their arrow will flip, and we are set for the final quarter. With it now was Moore. Moore head fakes. Ran up on by Ferguson, but eventually retreats. Drives, right side, fall away bucket. No good. Rebound Tenaha. Going back up with it, and it is Malone. Malone off the bench has arguably been one of the most valuable players on this Tenaha team. Great defensive prowess and has been eager to cross the offensive boards. Handoff from Parker into J.D. Mathis, who just checked in. Open lane for Moore. Moore up and under. He's got it. Quick 4-0 run for Tenaha here to come out of the break. 45 seconds have elapsed. Ferguson looking. Skip pass over to JDM. Mathis crosses over. Gets the defender on his hip now. Kicks. Ferguson drives. Runner with the right hand. Kicks off the backboard. Can't get the bank to open up. Needed an ATM for that one. 6:56 left to go. Mathis gets the ball tipped, and it's out of bounds. Possession Shelbyville. It's only a matter of time before the way Shelbyville and Tenaha has played, though. One of these teams are going to get back into this one. Who would have thought that Tenaha would get back so quickly? We barely haven't even hit 2 minutes yet. And Tenaha has already marched back and made it a one-possession game once more. And Barnes trying to go all the way and no good. There's going to be an over-the-back foul called against Dylan Parker. And Weston Frick, speaking to the official who made the call to get an explanation. That's going to be the second call against Shelbyville. No, that'll be the first. I believe that's on Dylan Parker. Yes, it is. That'll be Parker's second. Coach D. Lewis giving orders along that close sideline. His guard, Jatorian Moore, hesitates, takes it right, and Parker's going to draw another foul. That's going to be Parker's fourth. Fair to say his evening might almost be over. And I don't know about that one. Not 100% sure. At the end of the day, the final call is a final call. Parker in the rebound for the free throw. Not happy at all. Still looking in utter dismay. First shot for Moore. No good. As Parker will get a sub. His sub is going to be John Avian Mathis. Now both Mathis brothers are on the floor. As if it wasn't confusing enough already. 6:33 left to go as Moore anticipates his second free throw. That's already 2 quick fouls in the quarter for Shelbyville. Second shot, got it. It's a 1-point contest. Tenaha back to the forecourt, 94-foot press. Barnes guarded by Malone. His lead pass is anticipated perfectly. Stumble there. Ball goes out of bounds. As Barnes had the right read, but it was jumped perfectly. Tenaha will take the ball back. Hierarchy pass. Scott with one hand, scooped in by DJ Cooks. Cooks with 6:17 left in the fourth. Takes the screen. Crab dribbles. Takes the contact. No good on the layup. Rebound brought down by Weston Frick. Big man hasn't really been active scoring, but that size is definitely something you have to look out for on the rebounding side of things. Skip pass is into Ferguson. Ferguson now skips to Barnes. Shelbyville fans get a bit antsy here. Barnes goes up. No call there through the contact. Spins. John Avian Mathis has it for 2. Now it's back to a 3-point affair. Here's Malone. Malone ball is out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Malone at Tenaha. Shelbyville will take the ball back with 5:54 left to go. Here's John Avian Mathis. Kicks to Ferguson in the corner now. Ferguson looking. They reset to Barnes. If you're Coach Wager in Shelbyville, this is the guy you want handling the basketball, especially down the stretch. Barnes now steps back, directing traffic, looking with 5.5 left to go. Denies the Frick screen, goes the other way, rises up, no good. Gets walloped, takes a hit, but it's stolen away again by Shelbyville. Mathis and Mathis, it was Avian who got the initial hit. John Avian was the one who maintained possession. Ferguson fakes, gets downhill. Corner, Barnes for 3, got it! Barnes 3 more. Back-to-back threes for him. That gives him 17 and a 41-35 lead for the Dragons here on the road. Looking to respond. It's blocked. Taking the other way. J.D. Mathis on the breakaway layup. And it looks like Tenaha needs a second to talk things over. What a run by the Shelbyville Dragons. 4:48 left to go in the fourth. 43-35. Back in 1 minute. High School Hoops continues after this.
Give it everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
Tenaha looking to respond in what has been an all-Dragon second half. Second quarter belonged to Tenaha. Slowly but surely marched back into this thing in what was once a double-digit game as he up and under a little bit of English for Jatiron Moore for 2. With it is Mathis. Mathis kicks to Barnes. Barnes gets doubled. Now over to J.D. Mathis. He hesitates. Drives. Ferguson. Corner. 3. He hit it. He knocks it down. Gets whacked and still nailed it. No foul called. Still nailing the three-point bomb. Moore has it. 4:08 left to go. He lets one fly. Nobody home. Rebound Mathis. It's Mathis and Mathis on the two-man break. And an out dribble. J.D. Mathis for two. No good. Frick can't come down with the defensive glass. It's Moore. Moore up to Malone. Malone open. Got it. Moore takes a shot on the, Malone takes a shot on the way down. No call. Here's Barnes. Barnes kicks. Ferguson again. No good. Rebound Frick. Frick kicks it back out to J.D. Mathis. Mathis now picks up his dribble. Looking. Has Barnes at the corner. Now they reset. 3.5 minutes left to go in this contest. 46-39 is our current score. Driving. Mathis. He's got it again. Timeout Shelbyville after the bucket. They'll have one more left. And you have to think, slowly but surely, Dragon fans can smell the scent of victory. But Tenaha still plenty of time to respond. Back after this, High School Hoops continues on the Antler Sports Network.
Give it everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
We're back. 3:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tenaha after the Shelbyville timeout will take possession. The arrow is in favor of Shelbyville. The Dragons have one timeout. Tenaha with two. Foul count. Shelbyville with two. Tenaha with none. Quick three. Take it from Moore. He's got it. Knocks down the three. 6-point game with 3 minutes left to go. The Tigers not saying die yet. Crosses him. Breaks a man down. Mathis under the basket. Frick and one. What a momentum shift for Shelbyville as Jatorian Moore walks across our table in absolute shock. And I got to agree. Weston Frick hitting three the hard way, taking the whack and getting the bucket. With just under 3 minutes left in this game. His free throw high, arcing, no good. Rebound by J.D. Mathis, gets it, swatted to Timpson. Man, what a block. 2:55 left to go. Jamarian Ross swatted that with authority. Hit that ball like it owed him money. Good Lord, pay the man back. Shelbyville inbound onto the basket now. Here's Barnes. Barnes looking. Backside screen, unsuccessful. Still looking. High arcing passes right into the hands, receiver style, to J.D. Mathis. Here's Mathis now. Walking the dog. Kicks to the corner. Barnes for three. Nobody home, short. 2:44 left to go. 8-point game. They get it up the floor to Ross. Ross skies through and one. Count it. How about that? Back-to-back and ones. If you took the over on and ones for both teams, you're a happy camper tonight. 2:38 left to go. That's Kamarian Ross went at the charity stripe. Gatavius Malone, who will be checking in exchange for DJ Cooks. These Tenaha Tigers have lost the last 3 meetings between these two ball clubs. Looking to change the tide here. The and one shot is in. Much needed. 4-point game, only a 2-possession contest. Plenty of time left to work. 2.5 minutes left. J.D. Mathis gets the ball tied up. They eventually get it over to Barnes. Barnes gets doubled. They get it out to relief at the top of the key. JDM bounce pass to Frick. Frick, kiss off the glass and good. Weston Frick with a nice find there from JDM, the junior, with a great assist. Straight up, great defense there from Frick. Shots no good. Ferguson corrals the defensive glass and gets it to Barnes. Barnes, 2 minutes. Dos minutos left in this final frame. Mathis to Mathis. JDM to Ferguson. In the corner for three. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound almost brought down by Mathis. Tenaha, great hustle there to come up with it. We got a minute 50 left to go. Malone kicks back out to reset now to Moore. Moore crosses, sidesteps, looking for anything. They get it back over. Moore for three. Can't get the same magic. Rebound by Ferguson again. Here's Barnes. Barnes somehow kept keeping possession. Gets it to Ferguson. Again from three. No good. Rebound. Donovan Mathis got it for two on the offensive rebound. How about that? Hell of a possession there from Shelbyville to come up with a bucket. Tough hit there, out of bounds. They're going to say it hit the clock with a scaffolding on the basket. Wild layup there from Kenny. Thought it was going to be a charge or a block or something, but no call ended up being made. As we have a timeout called, and we will keep it here. Please announce our Yosemite Roofing GOAT of the game. Belongs to the Shelbyville Dragons. You probably could have assumed it's number 11, Mr. DJ Barnes. 7 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists, at least as of right now. Still has plenty of time to get that scoreline up, as there seems to be a spill under the basket. And now we just await for the last, could possibly be the last time out of this contest, as EJ Barnes will be added onto our list of Yosemite Roofing players of the game for the 2023-24 basketball season. And at the end of this season, during our coverage of the UIL State Championships from the Alamo Dome, we will elect our Yosemite Roofing Player of the Year. Tenaha will take possession back after calling one of their very few timeouts, of both teams having one timeout apiece. Ferguson to inbound now. 1:16 left to go in the game. They get it over to Barnes. Barnes, skip pass from Mathis to Mathis. Mathis up to Ferguson. Ferguson and the Tenaha defense scrambling, flying around. Here's Jonavian Mathis, gets it stolen away. Tenaha on the break. It's a 2-on-2 break. Breaks Barnes. Barnes comes up with the steal, however. Might have hit it with his shin to come up with the turnover. He spins, turns, and he draws the foul. That foul is going to be called on Jatorian Moore. And that's foul number 2 on Tenaha. That's going to be Moore's second. And now you have to believe that the math not starting to add up slowly but surely if you're Tenaha. Got to get buckets, turnovers, and fast and in great succession. Resets, spins, immediately blitzed by another Tenaha defender. This time is Tyron Moore. Now it's to Malone. He steps through. Gets it to Jonavian Mathis. Skip over to Barnes. And now, with half a minute to go, Tenaha will begin to foul. With the intentional foul is going to be Tyron Moore. His second. No substitutions for either team. Possession arrow still in favor of the visiting Dragons. There's J.D. Mathis. Draws another foul with 24 seconds left to go. This time the foul is going to be on Malone. 4th of the quarter. And that is Malone's 5th. And his evening is over. Checking in for him is going to be DJ Cooks. And it looks like Barnes will cross the timeline, and that will do it. Barnes dribbles this thing out, and we have ourselves a final score. In the battle of two teams that have had a storied history since the 1800s, Shelbyville will take their 4th straight victory in this meeting. Our final score from the SEC. Shelbyville, 54. Tenaha, 45. When we come back, we'll try to have a talk with Coach Colton Wager and more after this. Shelbyville taking the victory. Back in 3 minutes on the Antler Sports Network.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
My name is Nathan LeMaster. I'm from Tyler, Texas, and here I have the Pill Puncher. This device, ladies and gentlemen, will help you get into pill packages very easily, sanitarily, and effectively. All you got to do is take the point, puncture the back, right there. Take the device, put it over the pill, like so. Push it down, drops it into the reservoir, and there you go, folks. Why make this harder on yourselves? Save your fingers and get your Pill Puncher today.
Back post game, and what has been an intense matchup between district rivals. Tenaha falling here at home in what has been a fantastic effort by the Tigers. Final score, Shelbyville 54, Tenaha 45. Let's take a look at our Marco's Pizza Slice of Greatness play of the game. Even though this was at about the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter, I would dare say it was starting to be the final dagger into the hearts of the hometown Tenaha fans. A great dish from Mathis into the Weston Frick layup, plus the foul and the layup. Ever since then, it was all Shelbyville. Speaking of Shelbyville, head coach Colton Wager should be coming out any moment now to speak with us and give us his post-game thoughts of beating his former coach. I bet he tried to beat him, or at least I would think he tried to beat him back when he was a player over at New Diana. So I bet he's pretty happy to beat his former coach and stick it to him one last time. Once again, our Yosemite Roofing player of the game goes to Shelbyville's DJ Barnes. 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He will be added to the list of our players of the game, and it will be in the running to be our Yosemite Roofing player of the year. The winner of that Yosemite Roofing player of the year will receive a $500 scholarship from our great friends at Pell Shakia Tyler, Yosemite Roofing, and the Antler Sports Network. And maybe, I'm working on it, hopefully a GOAT trophy. Coach Wager's here, so when we come back, we'll have a speak with him.
Name of the business? Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Or Yo's Meat?
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite. Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
Tenaha coming up with a win here on Tenaha with the loss here at home against the Shelbyville Dragons. Our final score of this game from the SEC, Shelbyville, a dominant victory, 54-45. With us here at courtside is the winning coach and the man who we talked to earlier. I'm assuming you're in a much better mood than you were earlier, Coach. Would that be fair to say?
Man, it's always good to get a win on the road, and you're right, a lot better mood. And, man, this is stressful game for us, opening up district play, and, man, I'm just glad to survive and get out of here with a win.
Now, Coach, we talked about this pregame. We have the picture of you and Coach Lewis sitting on the bench, all smiles. How long did it take for you to switch into that mode thinking, okay, I need to beat this guy?
Well, we talked about this last night and before the game, and once that ball is thrown in the air, it's time to compete. And I got so much respect for that guy and the way he does things. He's coached me since I was in the 8th grade, from 8th grade on to my junior year. I've known him since then, and, man, I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me in this game. But I knew when the ball was thrown in the air, it was time to go compete, and gave him a big hug after the game, told him I loved him. So.
Well, you did say you were going to give him a big hug, so it was good to see that you kept that side of the bargain. Now, Coach, it was DJ Barnes who was our player of the game, 17 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists. Down the stretch, he was your main ball handler. He set the tone for your offense and kind of leave the pressure off of the Mathis twins, as I like to call them, because then eventually they were getting trapped on the sidelines. Tenaha's defense was getting scrappier. What can you say about his performance and how he helped you close this thing out down the stretch?
Well, he steps up and makes big plays down the stretch for us, and, can't say enough about his leadership. The guys look to him, and they know when it gets to crunch time where they were going to put the ball in his hands. So made big plays down the stretch and, gave us the ability to win the basketball game.
Now, slowly but surely, Tenaha, we'll end it with this, Coach, I know you got to go. Tenaha was fighting and clawing starting in that second quarter. You had them up double digits in the first quarter, and ever since then, they just started inching and clawing their way back. What were you saying in those timeouts, in those huddles, to keep the guys focused and keep from Tenaha getting back into this game?
Well, we made some shots early. I think Geechee Banks went one off the glass for 3 in the first quarter, and I knew eventually we were going to quit making shots, and they were going to play hard. Credit to Coach Lewis. I know how his practices are, and he gets those guys to play extremely hard. But luckily we were able to make some plays down the stretch. John Mathis stepped up and played his tail off tonight, and we're just lucky to get out of here with a win.
Now, Coach, any closing thoughts, any particular stop to celebrate this great of a win, or is just another win for you?
Well, it's late, so, we're going to have to figure out where we're going to eat at. Probably Whataburger and Center is about our only option, so going to try to go get some good food and then, digest this one and celebrate it and move on to the next one.
Coach, as always, thank you for speaking with us. Looking forward to seeing your Dragons in the future, and most of all, congratulations on starting off the new year with a W.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
We'll take one last break here on the Yosemite Roofing post-game drive. When we come back, we'll close things out and get you ready for Friday. Shelbyville getting the win.
Give it everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply offers a complete approach to health and healing, providing prescriptions and medical supplies from one team who understands you and your lifestyle needs. Professional friendly service, providing the best care possible. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply. Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply introduces the U-Step Laser Walker, providing Parkinson patients new freedom. A laser line visually prompts each step, so you walk normally and stay in control, preventing rollaways. Now available at Brick Street Pharmacy and Medical Supply.
Shelbyville taking the win here at home in district play over their, I guess you could say, cross-county rivals in the Tenaha Tigers. Our final 54-45. What's been an amazing game. Thank you to all the coaches. Thank you to Tenaha ISD and Tenaha Athletics for hosting the Antler Sports Network. Looking forward to working with them very soon. For Justin Jackson, our executive producer in our Houston ASN studios, for Nick Jordan, our editor-in-chief, for Matthew Hermans, Hunter Taylor, and the rest of the fantastic Antler Sports Network crew, this is Jared Jones saying so long from Tenaha. Once again, our final, Shelbyville 54, Tenaha 45. Until Friday, see you next time.